Welcome back to Tarot Tales.
Yes, this is the season 1 finale.
I can't believe it. This is like what, 14 episodes. It's been
14 episodes,
if you
yeah.
don't include our trial runs on TikTok. But
No, that was messy.
well, yeah, like that, yeah, that's a whole other episode talking about that saga.
Right? And usually we're not here on Mondays. Usually we're here on Wednesdays if you're hanging out with us here on YouTube right now. Of course, this episode is still going to air on Fridays as normal on all of the regular major podcast players, Apple, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, all those places. It's still going to be there on Fridays. But today on YouTube, we are doing this on Monday, which is a little bit of an extra treat because we won't be here on Wednesday. It'll be quiet.
Yes, we are wrapping up the season today, and we have a super exciting little episode here,
We
which
do.
which I'm excited about. Should we reveal the title?
Well, actually, before we get started, in case you are new and you're just joining us on the last episode of season 1, which is totally okay, go back and check out the other episodes. My name is Heather of Shadow and Shine.
And my name's Kelsey of Soul Light Affirmations.
Yes. So today's topic, all right, I'm going to grab my computer for this. And for the last episode, I'm starting off with a brand new chapter here with a new microphone. So
Ah, it's beautiful. I like that. I'm
thank
going to get myself
you.
one.
Yes. Yes. If you can, grab it in pink.
Of course, we'll get to our favorite colors, but yeah.
That's a little hint towards today's
Yeah.
topic, you guys. Today's topic, it's a fun one. So the name of today's episode is called Sparkles, Side Quests, and Speed Round Questions. So today is basically, it's going to be a really lighthearted, really fun episode because, we talk about a lot of deep spiritual transformational type of topics here on a regular basis. But today we're going to make it lighthearted. We're going to make it fun. If you've been hanging out with us throughout season 1, we have talked about a lot of things that if you've been hanging out with us throughout season 1.
Sorry
I'm
about
like,
that.
I hear myself.
Yeah,
I hear
I have it
myself.
playing. I have us in my other monitor, and it just kicked in. The sound just suddenly turned on. That's
It's like,
bizarre.
hello.
Yeah, so my apologies, a little glitch in the matrix there.
I know. At first, I thought it was the microphone. I was like, oh my God, what is it doing? I'm like, wow, I know you're new, but this is a new thing. I've never seen any of them do.
A very omniscient voice from above.
That makes sense, though. But anyways, I was saying that if you've been hanging out here with us for like season 1, you've been able to get to know us quite a bit from like that really deep level. But today, you're going to be able to get to know us on a more superficial level. And we invite you to join us in the conversation because this is a community here. This is not just us sharing about ourselves here to you. Shadow is now talking. I don't even know if you can hear him on this microphone, but he's
No.
wow.
Well, barely. A little. I just heard him.
Yeah, and now Tinkerbell's joining him. So
it's less
microphone. Yeah, this microphone is a little bit better at the noise cancellation than the Blue Yeti was. Okay, kiddos, even if they can't hear you, I can. So, and I'd like to be able to hear myself think.
Well, they're a little more muffled than usual. Like, so the mic is good quality.
Yeah.
But we have Ron in the comments joining us again. Hi, Ron. And he said,
Hi,
you
Ron.
just went live now. So interesting. We must have been glitching out before.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very strange. So well, hopefully that all translates well when I need to download it and do the editing process to carry it over into all the other platforms for Friday. So we'll see. But just to kind of recap, if we are glitching a little bit, Sorry if we're repeating ourselves here, but this is the season 1 finale of Tarot Tales, and normally we are here on Wednesdays. Today is a special episode. We're doing this on a Monday. It'll still be airing on Friday as usual. Oh my gosh, they won't stop barking.
It's really like it's really muffled though. Like the mic is good. Like
Well, that's good
yeah.
confirmation there, but they are still loud to me because they are still in my
Excuse me, I can't hear.
right. I'm like, oh my gosh, dogs. Shh, quiet, quiet on set. Anyways, um, yes. So once again, season 1 finale. And yeah, so we're gonna be sharing about um basically some fun, superficial kind of stuff, I guess you could say, but we want to invite you guys to join us in the conversation. So as we are answering the question, you guys, we're inviting you to answer the questions too in the chat if you're here with us on YouTube. And if you're not here with us on YouTube and maybe you're listening on Friday on the other podcast players like Spotify or something, drop a comment on Spotify and let us know your answers to these questions there too, because we're just going to be doing like kind of this fun episode. It's kind of like a get to know us, get to know you kind of episode. So we're going to interview each other. We're going to interview you guys. We're just going to be asking like lots of fun questions today. It's very lighthearted. Very lighthearted.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's like a little fun and a little magical. And I think these are important questions that, I would like to know these about everybody, to be honest. So
Yeah. Yeah, so please chime in the chat, you guys, or in the comment section wherever you're listening, and chime into the answers here that you would respond to for these questions. But that's coming up a little bit later on in today's episode. First, we have announcements. Even though it is season 1, um, and hello to T1G3R, looks like Navy.
Tiger
But
Navy,
it's
I
that's a
think.
for yeah. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah, we were right, Navy, got it right. It's like reading a license plate, you know?
That was really easy.
It's like
Quite the
reading a license
username.
plate. Yeah. Um, anyways, yeah, so first announcements, even though this is the season 1 uh finale for now, our little season 1 finale, we still have announcements. And the first announcement is for all of you who are able to be around the Denver area this weekend. So if you happen to be in or around anywhere near Denver, I want to invite you guys. I have another fun event coming up this weekend. It is the Body, Mind, Spirit celebration. This time it's Denver. 2 weeks ago, it was Colorado Springs, but now we're doing Denver at the National Western Complex Expo Hall, and that is located at 4655 North Humboldt Street in Denver. Information for this event is all in the description of this live, so you can find all that information there. But the Body, Mind, Spirit celebration is happening Friday, April 24th, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday, April 25th, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, April 26th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I hope you guys will come out and see me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Once again, there are going to be a lot of people there. There are going to be 250 vendors at this
What?
event. It's a very big venue, lots of vendors. So there's going to be artisans, there's going to be crystal shops, there's going to be psychics, tarot readers, astrologers, Reiki practitioners, and just anything holistic and spiritual that you can think of, it's going to be there. So come on out and see us. Me personally, I'm going to be at booth number 81. That's where you can find me. Tickets are only $12. You can get online, and it's good for all weekend. So if you come on a Friday and you want to come back on a Sunday, your ticket is still good. You're still fine. So come on out. I would love to see you guys. And there's going to be so many amazing people there. And this is actually going to be the last time that Body, Mind, Spirit is at the National Western Complex. because um, just some pricing issues they've had.
Oh.
So, the venue wants to charge them a lot more money for next time, which they can't necessarily afford unless they push that cost onto us, which a lot of us don't wanna do either. So, this is the last time it's gonna be at that particular venue. But this venue has a little special place in my heart for other reasons outside of body, mind, spirit. So,
Yes. Yeah, that's super exciting. It seems like I remember last year seeing some information about that location. It's massive, and that's really cool that the cover charge gets you in for the full weekend. And
yes.
it's fun to just wander around and see what's there even. It's just such
Yeah.
a event in itself. So number 81, that's the booth you'll be at.
81, correct. And it's funny because when I did Body, Mind, Spirit in Colorado Springs previously, there were several people who were there like every single day of the entire event. They came back. Like, I think it was, like, the very first person that I read for on Friday, first thing Saturday morning, she was back. She came and she found me, not because she wanted to get another reading, but she wanted to share something with me from the reading that really, like, resonated and helped her and was, like, confirming to her, which of course felt good to me to be able to hear that. Like, it's always good to hear that kind of feedback. Um, but yeah, like, she was back. So,
That's a lot of fun. That's
mhm.
wonderful. Beautiful confirmation. It just shows that people like there's a lot to see and that people will come back, and
Yes.
that's awesome.
And don't just come for me, you guys. Like, of course, come for me. But there's so many, like, there are gonna be so many amazing people there. And I personally have made so many different connections and friends just doing these events. Go and see all of them. They all have something fun to offer. So it's gonna be a fun time.
Yay, event season.
Yes. So that is our announcement for this week, event wise. And aside from the fact that this is the season one finale, but we will be back in June. So June
Yeah.
3rd. So mark your calendars.
June 3rd.
Hmm. All right. So should we get into our card pull for the week? Do an
I think
energetic
so.
check? See
I'm
what the
ready.
collective needs to know? Yeah, dive in, please.
All right. So, as always, let's begin with some cards for the collective for the week ahead. As always, I'd like for you to take what resonates, sleep what doesn't. Notice what themes are activated for you, and that's your intuitive cue about what's coming forward this week. So, on a collective level, let's see what's coming our way energetically. Whoa, okay. So, big time third eye chakra upgrades. I'm getting that a lot of us are actually delving further into our gifts, our intuition. A lot of times, this is your kind of the third eye is where clairvoyancy kind of sits. And we're going to be talking about the clairs later. But I think this is kind of like the stereotypical way of when we view intuition is that it's your third eye and that you have visions, but it's actually like there's a lot of ways that you can hold intuitive gifts and ways that visions and understandings and messages come to you. But I'm getting that as a collective it's almost like we're awakening to something deeper on a deeper level this week. So let's see here. Let's see what else is coming through. So upgrades to our intuition. uh, Beautiful. Love this card, light. So this card kind of represents the sun in the traditional tarot. And like I said, whenever this card comes out, I do hear the sun will come out tomorrow by Annie, or like by in the musical Annie. It always like plays
I
in my
love
head
that.
when this card comes forward. So this is telling me that like no matter what happens this week, we're going to look on the bright side of things. And I feel like there is a huge shift in energy on a collective level, moving out of the heaviness of last week. We're kind of like, we're going to talk about the astrology, like Heather will highlight that for us this week. But I know on like, on my page, I did a reading for Taurus season and Taurus season. So if you want to go check that out on my TikTok and my Instagram, there is a reading for Taurus season, but it was telling us to be playful and enjoy energy and look on the bright side of things. So we're connecting deeper with our intuition, and there is a lot of beautiful energy coming our way this week. Let's pull one or two more cards. and see what else is coming. So playful energy. Oh yeah, we're moving out. So okay, interesting. This came out sideways, trapped in fear. So it's like a lot of the time, this isn't always the case, but some of the time as human beings, we actually a lot of the issues we face are internal or the way we view the world, right? So it's almost like we're being released from patterns of anxiety this coming week, especially with the sideways of like this card being sideways. It's almost like we're breaking through this energy here of being trapped in fear and moving into the bright side, especially as we connect to our intuition on a deeper level. It's almost like that confidence of knowing how to step forward, having a deeper of an understanding of things is going to be helping us. We'll close out with one more, and then I'm going to do a quick little pick a card. Whoa. Okay. Goodness. We had like 3 shoot out. So so many are flying out. Okay.
I was gonna
One
ask you
card.
how do you interpret, sideways cards? Because 'Cause they're not
Some,
exactly upright, but they're not reversed,
yeah.
so
It's
how would you
almost like
interpret that?
sometimes I feel like the energy kind of wrestles back and forth. It's almost like it's like a teetering energy between the two of like reversal versus being upright. It depends intuitively what I like, what's going on and what other cards I've pulled
Mhm.
also. But sometimes it's something that needs to be worked through in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, is what I
Yeah.
kind of view it as. It's almost like that teetering energy. And then we got victory and success. That was our last card that we pulled. And it
Love
is
that.
beautiful energy, 6 of Wands kind of energy. We have this person, look, another red flag.
Oh god.
If you know, you know about the red flags
Right.
the last few weeks, but we avoided them until the end. But it almost looks kind of
It's
orange
a
to me.
different card, though. It's not the
Yes.
same one that was happening
Yes.
before.
So if you've been tuning in the last few weeks, like the last like 3 weeks, I think we pulled
It's been nonstop.
like a card that it was very much this red flag was pronounced, and the red flag it wasn't exactly the best interpretation, but now we have kind of like this orange kind of reddish flag, but I'm getting really different vibes from this card as well. It's victory and success, and the beautiful thing is you get to define what success means for you in this world. We have an unusually good day coming up this week,
Yes, the
April
23rd.
the 23rd. But we're also so that could be as simple as you bake a loaf of bread and it comes out perfectly. It could be that you travel somewhere and that you have a great trip, right? And there's like no hiccups. You hit every green light on the way to work. It could be like as
Right.
big or as small as you make it, right?
You
Um,
return to an important venue to
Yes, a
load
return
in.
to an important venue. So we have a really good week coming up. This energy is like it's time to trust your intuition, break free from any feelings of anxiety or feeling trapped, and just know the sun will come out tomorrow. So,
Like Annie
there's
says, yeah.
some really good energy. So to close out here, I have a quick pick a card reading. And because we're talking about this is a little hint towards our cosmic check-in. We're talking about magic and all of that and the beautiful things around us. I have a pick a card reading from the Oracle of the Fairies here. So if you're tuning in on YouTube or if you're listening, I'd like you to pick a card 1 or card 2. Take a moment. We're asking where is like what magic are we being asked to follow? That's what we're asking here. What magic are we being asked to follow? So, card 1, card 2, take a moment. And I'll start with card number 1. So, card number 1, that magic you are being asked to follow is Magical Gateway. Magical Gateway. So,
Ooh.
how on the nose for this question? And we have this, I'll describe to you if you're listening, but we have this beautiful fairy holding a key. And she's going to step through this magical doorway here. And it's full of light and beautiful. It's like almost nestled in this secret garden. And the message is here is it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. So we're stepping into a new chapter here, and the magic you're being asked to embrace is the magic of the unknown, the magic of the uncomfortable, of the stepping out of that comfort zone. So that's a beautiful message. Um, and then card number 2, if you picked card number 2, the magic that you are being asked to follow is the light. Okay. And I'm really seeing the rainbow here and the butterfly wings. So butterflies and rainbows may be assigned, they're assigned to many people, but they're very personal to me. So you got the light card, and we have this beautiful fairy here, and she's surrounded by rainbows, and she's got these beautiful butterfly wings. And it says, the fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So, this is a reminder that the magic you are being asked to follow is the light, and the light that you provide to the world. We each have our own individual gifts. We each light the world up in a different way, even if we can't see it. And being light, shedding light upon things isn't always easy. Sometimes, when you are a beacon of light, or you are kind of like a lighthouse, you shed light on things that, sometimes people don't want revealed. Sometimes you uncover truths that can be uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean you stop shining your light. Authenticity, which we talked about the last few episodes, embracing that authenticity is one of the highest vibrations that you can embody in this lifetime, is just being who you are. So allow your light to shine. That is the magic. And don't let others stifle, and don't stifle your own light and voice. That is the message there. So that's the magic we're being asked to follow this week.
I love that.
Yeah.
Such a good energy. So freeing, and so much lighter than what it has been. And I
last
I
week's,
watched
yeah.
I watched your Taurus season one on TikTok earlier, and like that was such a beautiful reading. It was so positive and inspiring, and I don't know if you saw my comment to you on it yet, but I mentioned how I felt it was so fitting, especially for you. Like, you're a part of your own collective, and you have so much to celebrate coming up during Taurus
Yes.
season. I was like, she's like reading for herself.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of, like, and I feel like sometimes we've talked about this too, about being part of our own collective, and how you are my collective as well, Heather, and how it's
That's true.
almost like, and but a lot of people can relate to the messages that will relate to us, and that's such a beautiful thing about what we do. It's
Yeah,
spirit can piggyback on those messages, right? And
it's all
as a collective,
connected.
yeah, and we have beautiful things to look forward to this Taurus season.
Oh,
It's seeming a
totally,
lot
totally.
lighter.
Yeah, yeah, finally. I mean, Aries season, oh, it was rough. It was like, "Hello, spring," with violence.
It was very heavy. I felt
It
very
was. It was v very
tired.
bumpy.
Yeah, I was very
Yeah.
tired a lot of the time. But yep.
I'm excited for Taurus season. We'll get to the astrology later, obviously. I'm gonna pull some cards next too. Also, hello to one Wannet,
Is it
Wannet
Juanita?
Wilmington, 1972. Hello, and blessings to you as well. Welcome to our little Tarot Tales podcast. We're happy to have you here.
Hello and welcome, Juanita.
Yes. And it looks like Ron chose group number 2. So,
Ron, you are shining your light. Which one did you pick, Heather?
honestly, I enjoyed both of them. I
There
enjoyed
was
both of them. I
messages
was
for
like,
both.
I just wanna receive, like, whatever it is I need to from both.
That's good.
And
That's always a
they
good
were
way to
both
be.
positive. Like, yeah, they were both really good. So,
Good. I'm
I
glad they
enjoy that.
resonated.
I hope that it resonated for Ron too, because that's a positive message there for 2. All right. So, back to spring has sprung. Okay, I gotta leave this one out of it. We're not doing the QR
We
code
always get to see it.
cards. I know. I'm like, would you guys like to scan this? You can
The
buy
QR
this
code.
deck. Okay. Let's get into it and see what spring has sprung has in store for us this Taurus season as we're creeping into it now. Also, I would like to say that there is a very important Taurus birthday happening tomorrow. Somebody is turning the big 4 tomorrow, and her name is Tinkerbell.
Happy birthday, Tink.
Yes.
Happy early
And then
birthday.
and then I realized I'm like, I'm such a horrible mother because I'm taking her to the vet on her birthday.
But you know what? You're a good mom for doing that.
That's true. part of her gift for turning 4 years old is getting her vaccinations, making sure she's healthy, she's strong, all the good things. So,
Exactly. Yep.
yeah.
You're doing the work, mom.
Although I will definitely give her a very decadent pup cup when we get home. She will have earned
Beautiful.
it.
That's
So,
that's always a nice reward.
yes, absolutely. Okay, let's see what we need to know this week from Spring Has Sprung. What's springing up in the energy? There we go. Okay, all right. I like this. Lighten up longer days.
Ooh, woohoo.
So it looks like we kind of have a throwback here to Coachella.
That's what I was thinking too. Just ended.
That was kind of the inspiration for this card in a lot of ways, honestly, was Coachella. But yes, lighten up longer days. That is so fitting because like, it felt like you said, that energy was heavy with Aries season, and this card is confirmation. It's an indication that that heavy energy, it's starting to clear up, it's starting to clear out. Things are gonna get lighter now, it's gonna start to feel better as we proceed forward this week, so we love this. Good energy there, confirmation of that. What else is going on? What else do we need to know? What else is oop, okay, that's too many, it's too many, that's like 4 cards.
It happens to me every week.
I know. It's like, "We wanna give you all the energy, all the cards, there we go, just 1, thank you." And now, I'm gonna throw it back to 2001. "He loves me, he loves you not. He
Oh,
loves me not."
that's
So,
interesting.
yes. So, when I see this card pop through, it kind of indicates to me, like, almost being at a crossroads of not knowing what to do. It doesn't necessarily mean you're trying to figure out how someone feels about you, although, of course, if you wanna take it in that most literal of forms, you can. But I look at this more so as being at a crossroads. It's like, "Do I go this direction or do I go that direction? Does he love me? Does he not love me?" It's it's very much like fork in the road, split between 2 choices, maybe even more. Almost kind of like a 7 of cups vibes is what
Mm.
I'm getting from this card. So, you may be kind of at a crossroads this week trying to make a decision on something. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It just may mean that you have a lot of options, and it's good to have options. I mean, sometimes it's a good problem to have. It's better to have multiple options than no options at all, and then you're just, like, stuck with whatever's presented in front of you. So,
Oh
let's see if we
yeah.
can get some context. Oh, okay, okay. Well, maybe this is about love because we have the new love coming card coming through.
Okay.
Yeah. So, very interesting because I was going to say, the intention I was setting with this card specifically was let's see what we're trying to make a decision over, right? And then we have new love coming in. So, there could be an opportunity for a new relationship to present itself to you. You could be out there socializing, dating, you could be on the apps swiping left and swiping right or whatever it is that you're doing. You could have, like, multiple people that you're talking to, and maybe you have to make a decision between multiple people. Even if it's not multiple people, you could be maybe it's not even, like, one person versus another. It could be maybe just simply choosing between your single peaceful life of the life that you know and then choosing to step forward of bringing in a new person to be involved in your peaceful life, basically. It could be that too, but there does seem to be a little bit of a romance vibe going on here. So there could be new choices when it comes to love. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it's a good opportunity, you guys. So
I did
if you've
well, and
been
I'd agree, and it aligns with my Taurus season reading as well. New love opportunities, fun,
yeah,
like, yeah.
exactly. That doesn't mean you have to like go and marry the person tomorrow or something if it's
You don't
brand
have
new. I mean,
to.
unless you're Kelsey, who's quite literally going to be getting married, but it's not
Cheers.
but that's not a new love. That's a love that's been around for a little while.
It's a
So,
deepening of a love. Like that's kind of what
yes.
it is. Yeah.
New level of
Mhm.
commitment there. We love that. But yeah, I mean, even if you're not, ready to walk down the aisle, you could be single as a Pringle. It doesn't matter. It looks like someone's coming in. There's a connection. There's a connection here that's coming in. We love that. So just be open, enjoy, have fun. I feel like the universe is trying to reward you with this connection. It's like maybe you've been struggling for a long time, either just like on your own or just with different challenges in life, period. And it's like the universe is like, okay, it's it's harvest season. It's time to start like reaping the harvest, even though we're in spring. This is not fall, but hey, it's harvest season.
Mhm.
All right, let's see if there's anything else we can get here about this connection, about this week, about this new energy. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, okay, bringing honey to the hive. This is like abundance vibes, you guys. Like you're bringing in the honey. You're bringing in what you need to nourish you, what you need to nourish your soul. The honey, it nourishes the bees. It takes care of their colony. It takes care of the hive. It feeds everybody. That's what they need to survive. And you're like a little honeybee. And this season, you're going to be going out there and nourishing your soul. You're going to be pulling into the honey into the hive that you need. It could be in the form of new love. It could be in the form of, maybe money, abundance. It could be even platonic relationships, like new friendships coming into your life, just supportive, encouraging energy coming your way, like being around your people, being around your tribe, basically. But either way, it's good stuff coming towards you. Good stuff coming. So, yeah, kind of just piggybacks on a lot of things that you're reading mentioned.
That sounds good. It sounds like a really good energy. And I always like hearing about like new love opportunities and, opportunities to bring in abundance and money. And I think that's always really positive for the collective.
Yeah,
So,
I love that.
mhm.
I love that. All right. So that's our collective card pull for this week. And now we're going to dive into some astrology. I'm going to take a moment to
Timestamp.
mark the timestamp, which I did for the card pull. You didn't notice because you were already
I
shuffling
was
there.
into it.
You were. Um, but now, all right, it is 3:40 p.m. Mountain Time, and we're gonna get into that astrology forecast. All right. Quick little energy boost here with my Dutch brothers. See,
Woohoo.
we're back to being sponsored again. Hint,
There we
hint, Dutch
go.
brothers. Come and
Dutch
sponsor
Brothers.
us.
Tag them in the comments.
I know. Let them know. I will make sure to have a drink with me every single episode if they want to be involved. I have no problem with that. They're only a mile away. And this is sad because it's like I go there in the past, the baristas used to ask me what my name was when I would have a mobile order. They don't even have to do that anymore. They're just like, "Okay, I put it in, I'll go get it for you," or whatever. It's
They
like you don't need
know.
they know me. They know who I am. So, yeah.
Well, maybe someday let's manifest that. Even though I don't have a Dutch Brothers near me at all, but who knows? Maybe one
We
day.
need to get them to Canada.
Yep, I'd
That's an
agree.
opportunity for them to expand and go international.
I'd agree. I
Yeah.
welcome it.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So, astrology. We're going to do a quick recap here. Number 1, because schedule wise, this is a little bit different this week. Once again, we would usually be doing this on Wednesday, and we're doing this 2 days earlier on a Monday. And then, of course, it airs everywhere else on a Friday. So schedule wise, we're a little a little wobbly and different this week. So I'm just going to do a quick recap as to what is happening, basically from here on out to the 20th, um, up until what we talked about last week. If you missed last week's, go back and listen because then you can hear the full details of what exactly is happening in the recap. I'm just going to do a quick recap of what's happening over the next couple of days. Then we're going to dive into the details from April 25th onwards of what you guys need to know. So, April 20th, today, as we are recording this right now. Also, happy 420 to those who celebrate. I am in Colorado, so lots of people will be celebrating
We're in
today.
Canada, so it's all good here too.
There we go.
Good for you
Okay.
all.
So April 20th, today we have Mercury in Aries being conjunct Saturn in Aries. We also have happening today Mercury in Aries conjunct Mars in Aries. So lots of conjunctions happening in Aries. So basically everything's kind of sitting together in like one big cluster hanging out. Big cluster of Aries energy. So that's what's happening right here and now today. Then April 23rd, Venus will ingress into Gemini. And also on April 23rd, at the same time Venus is ingressing into Gemini, it will immediately go into a conjunction with Uranus in Gemini. So all of those things were discussed in our previous episode. So again, if you missed that, go back to episode 13 because all the 411 is there on those specific things. It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff yet to come, so I'm not going to repeat all of it because it's too much, you guys. But it
It's a
is
lot.
there. It's out there and it's available to you. Now, moving on to the new information that you guys don't know and I haven't mentioned here yet for the upcoming astrology this week. So, April 25th, that is going to be Saturday. I'm like, what day is that? Saturday, April 25th. We have what is that noise? Sorry. I know you guys don't hear it. I thought a dog was throwing up,
Oh, that'd
but
be
they're not.
not good.
Yeah, I was hearing that noise they make when they're, like, about to like, when they're about
Yeah.
to do that. I thought I heard someone doing that, but no. I think I think it was Tinkerbell dreaming.
Oh, well, hopefully she's having a good dream.
Like, I think it was, like, little itty bitty barks.
Oh, yeah. I hope she
So
feels
that's why
okay.
it was, like, faint and weird. Okay, anyways, got distracted. Okay, April 25th, Saturday, we have Uranus ingressing into Gemini. All right. So, what does this mean for you guys out there? What does that mean for us? What does that mean for all of us collectively? This is a shift in the collective into a new era of mental awakening, rapid change, and fresh ways of thinking, speaking, learning, and connecting. Uranus brings disruption and innovation, while Gemini rules communication, information, media, ideas, and curiosity. Collectively, this energy can spark breakthroughs in how people share knowledge, relate to one another, and adapt to a fast changing world.
Mm,
So that's what we can expect with that energy. And Uranus is going to be hanging out there for a while. So,
like 7 years, right?
yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that.
it's just going to be coming off Taurus. And it's been in Taurus for like 7 years. It's going to be like another 7 years coming up in Gemini. So that's going to be a continual theme for a while.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna have a huge impact on like technology,
Hmm.
communication with Gemini, of course.
Definitely
Yeah,
communication.
very interesting. Ooh,
Hmm.
we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. I feel like, especially with it being Gemini and just knowing how almost like I don't wanna say Gemini's impulsive because that's more of like an Aries thing, but because of like that twin kind of energy, like that yin and yang in a sense, it's like I feel like it is gonna kind of bounce back and forth and be a little all over the place.
Yeah, like almost like experimentation and like just like it's kind of like we try one thing and then that doesn't work. We try another. Like I could see that
Mhm.
happening as well. Like experimentation is kind of like
Yes.
the like that's kind
Yes.
of what I'm getting the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. All right. Also on April 25th, happening on Saturday as well, we have the Sun in Taurus squaring off with Pluto in Aquarius. All right. This brings tension between personal stability and deeper collective transformation. So, this, just a heads up, this is going to be an uncomfortable transit. There are still good things happening. This doesn't cancel the positive energy out, but this is going to be a challenging transit, most likely. Taurus wants peace, security, and something solid to hold on to, while Pluto in Aquarius pushes for change, evolution, and exposing what is no longer sustainable.
Mm,
Collectively, this can stir power struggles, discomfort, and change or pressure to release attachments to something more authentic so that something more authentic can emerge. The collective may feel a push and pull between staying comfortable and being transformed. This energy can bring up resistance, but it can also help reveal where change is necessary.
right. Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's going into the unknown. It's like stepping through that threshold of like, okay, this is what used to work and no longer
Mhm.
works, and we got to let go of it.
Yeah, this is definitely like that big time collective energy where it's just like we know the system doesn't work and that it really only benefits like a very few amount of people up here at the top and that the rest of us it doesn't really benefit for. But a lot of people are also very comfortable in what's not good for us, which I know doesn't make any sense. You would think, "Oh, you shouldn't be comfortable in what's not working." But when that's all you've ever known, when that's been your entire life, it can be scarier to step out and do something different and try something new than to stay in the thing that you've always known. Um, so yeah, this may be kind of a shakeup for some people who are very much so stuck in the comforts of habit, creatures of habit in a sense, even if it's not good for them.
Oh yeah, 1000%. If you get comfortable in something, it's like, the idea of like, if you don't know any different, why would you hope for different, right? Like it can be
Mhm.
hard for people to see. Yeah, I agree, but it'll be an interesting time. It's about being
Yeah.
open to new ideas.
Pluto is forced evolution. So it's just like if we
Mhm.
don't eventually rise to the occasion and get out of our own way, so to speak, Pluto's going to force us to get out of our own way. Be just like, well, you should have listened. Now you got to do this the hard way and transform rather than something that would have been a little less stressful.
Right, right. Yeah, that's super interesting. Yeah, I'll look forward to that. And when was that again?
That is April 25th, Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
So be on
Mark
the
your
lookout. I
calendars.
mean, at least you won't be flying that day. So
I will be where I need to be.
yes, exactly. You'll be fine.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's a collective energy too. So I feel like I almost feel like that may not necessarily hit so much on like super duper personal levels, but if you see stories on the news or things like that about, like boycotts or, people asking for, better rights at work, like union kind of situations, it's like that kind of stuff. It's
Mm.
very much so that group kind of energy. It's about doing what's right for the group, not the individual, because again, Pluto in Aquarius is,
Power to the
Aqu
people. Yeah. It's
exactly.
yeah.
It's not Pluto in Aries, which would be power to yourself. We'll
Me,
get
me,
there.
me.
We'll get there one day. We won't be alive for it, but we'll get there one day. All right. So, April 26th, Sunday, we have Venus in Gemini, sextile Neptune in Aries. This brings light, inspired, and creatively charged energy to the collective. Venus in Gemini keeps things curious, playful, and expressive, while Neptune in Aries adds a dreamy, intuitive spark with courage behind it. Collectively, this supports romantic imagination, creative flow, meaningful conversations, and following what feels exciting, magical, or spiritually inspired.
Ooh, I like that energy.
Yeah. So that's kind of tapping back into the energy that I feel like our card pulls were more towards this week. Um, yeah, it's a very magical, dreamy, romantic, fun energy.
I'm looking forward to that. Very
Yes.
timely and very needed on a
Yeah.
collective level and a personal level.
Yes. Collectively and personally, and especially with it, happening right after that Sun in Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius day. Yeah. Um, that's gonna be needed for sure. Okay. We also have on April 26th, also on Sunday, Mercury in Aries square Jupiter in Cancer. This big energy can bring big thoughts, big, strong emotions, and emotionally charged communication to the collective. Mercury in Aries wants to speak quickly and directly, while Jupiter in Cancer amplifies feelings, beliefs, and protective instincts. Collectively, this can create a tendency to overstate, overreact too fast, and speak from emotion before facts are all in. But it can also inspire passionate conversations and bold ideas that come from the heart. This is explosive energy in our interactions and something to be careful of. It could create a confrontational energy if we're not aware of the energy.
As always, to be like warned about something can definitely be helpful if you know the energy is a little sticky or a
Yes,
little like, oh, it's kind of like, oh, that's it. Oh, with
exactly. Hello, Sabrina. You
glad to
are
have you.
loyal. Yeah, you are loyal. Thank you. Sending you. Oh, it looks like it's like on my eyes now. Now they're goggles. They're goggles. But yes, thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. We love having you here. All right. So, anyways, yeah, Mercury in Aries square Jupiter in Cancer. So, I feel like the most important thing to remember with that transit is like you're going to collectively you're going to be speaking what's on your mind. Mercury in Aries is going to make sure that happens. It's that fire energy. It's like it's going to happen. You're going to speak what's on your mind. And that's okay. But if you are feeling the big feelings, because Jupiter and Cancer are the big feelings, if you are feeling the big feelings, it's not saying not to feel that, like you need to feel that, but try to make sure that that's not the place you're communicating from, that you're not letting the emotions just run over everything in a sense. So,
Yeah. I always like to know if that like if I'm feeling something, it's okay because it's kind of like it's been forecasted, right? It's like that
mhm,
energy of like it's like okay, this energy makes sense in this moment. Now what do I do with that information, right? Like
right.
how can I ground myself? How can I come back to a place that makes sense and that I can make good decisions, right? I think that's
Yeah,
how I utilize astrology in the transits.
totally. I mean, emotions, they can be total assets too.
Yep.
They're like a way for us to check in with ourselves on, what works for us, what doesn't work for us. But um but we also need to be able to convey those in a healthy way. And sometimes that can be tricky in those big feeling kind of signs like Cancer. And then when you have like the communication all happening in a fire sign like Aries, it can be a tricky dance. But the more aware of it you are, the easier it's going to be able to walk that line. And you can still deliver things with passion an emotion. No one is saying you can't do that, but at least you can wield that tool to work for your favor as opposed to against you.
I agree. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mhm. All right. And finally, we have April 28th. Venus in Gemini will be trine Pluto in Aquarius. This brings deep magnetic and mentally powerful energy to the collective. Venus in Gemini wants connection through conversation, curiosity, and exchange, while Pluto adds an intensity, transformation, and deep truth. Collectively, this supports meaningful conversations, powerful social interactions and connections, creative depth, and it shifts relationships or values that feel both natural and empowering. It could be a breath of fresh air that Mercury in Aries that Mercury in Aries square Jupiter and Cancer energy. It's going to be kind of a breath of fresh air coming out of that. Focus on authenticity and honesty in a transformational kind of way.
Okay. Very
Mhm.
cool. What a strong
Yeah.
finish to the week ahead.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So that is our astrology for the upcoming week, basically taking us all the way up to May 1st, pretty much. So we're kind of covered for the rest of the month. And like I said, if you missed the recap of what's happening today, April 20th, and then April 23rd, go back to the previous episode. Those details are there. But yeah, that's everything the 25th, the 26th, and the 28th. Kind of the big stuff that's happening in the sky all around us.
Wonderful. Thank you, Heather. I always learn so much as we go through those transits, and
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
very
welcome.
useful.
Mm, all right. So, with that said, shall we dive into our cosmic check in?
Yeah. Let's see here. So, our cosmic check in, let's see here. So, this is the point in our episode where we ask the viewers. So, whether you're joining us on YouTube or you're listening to us across platforms, feel free to answer this question. Drop it in the comments if you can, or just even think about it. We're asking, what little bit of magic are you being invited to follow right now? What little bit of magic are you
I
being
love
invited to follow
that.
right now? And I'll drop it in the comments. So you can chew on that a little bit, read it over,
Yeah.
but drop it in the comments. Let us
If you're
know.
in the chat, let us know. We're curious. We got lots of questions coming up here for you guys.
Yeah.
Not just a cosmic check-in. We probably won't put all the questions in the chat, but just, just follow along, listen along with us. Um, but yeah, what do you think, Kelsey? What is that little bit of magic that you're being
Um,
invited to follow?
So I think I'm being invited to follow connection. Connection is going to be really important. Like my 11th house of networks has been lighting up lately. I'm headed home to be with my family, closest friends. That fills me with a lot of excitement and gratitude, of course. Um, Reconnecting with people is going to be really cool. And I'm also feeling the magic of nature. Like, I think that's gonna be really beautiful as well. That
I love
transition
that.
into spring has always felt really special. Um, Especially during, like, Gemini season here in Canada, that's really when spring has kinda sprung in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
We get lilac bushes that bloom, it's fragrant and beautiful. Like, just last week, the birds have been waking me up and, like, I love hearing birds. I think it's such a beautiful reminder, and the river behind we live right beside a river. The river, I can actually hear it from our backyard again. So that means that it's like fully flowing, but it's not full of ice.
Right, it's
So
moving.
those little signs remind me of like everything is alive and moving. And I feel like connection and then getting outside. That's the magic I'm being asked to follow.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
so exciting. And yeah, I feel like once you come home later on, it's gonna be even more exciting because you get a dog, you're gonna be outside
Yep. A lot of
in that weather a
walks.
lot.
Yep. I agree. It's going to be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, especially a puppy. I mean, oh my goodness, they're just gonna wanna play and play and play.
High energy. Yep.
Mhm, for sure. Alright. Hello, Aloy and some of these names are so long, I'm like, I don't even know how to say these names sometimes when they pop into the chat. Aloya Slail um, Aloy. I'm just gonna call you Aloy because that's the very first part of your name. I'm like, it's a very long name there. Uh, so they're asking tarot reading. We do a lot more than tarot readings here on Tarot Tales. I know we're called Tarot Tales, but we do so much more. We just finished an astrology segment. This is our cosmic check-in that we're doing right now, where you can answer the question that Kelsey posted in the chat about a little bit of magic that you may be experiencing or feeling in your life right now. We do a collective card pull that we start at the very, very beginning of the episode that we already did. We have our spiritual topic of discussion, and then we wind down with some with tarot card readings, oracle card readings, but they are paid at the end of the show. So that's not for a little bit yet, but you are welcome to hang out. There is a link for those payments to get a paid reading in the description of this video. I'm also going to post the link in the chat when we get closer to that point. It's $20 and you get insight and clarity from both myself and from Kelsey, from both of us. We'll pull cards and help you out in the best way that we can with your question. Um, so yes, and Ron has also chimed in the chat. He says my magic is also with spring and able to take my dog out for walks with the good weather.
We're on the same
Same.
page.
Yes. We are all in the same collective,
Mhm.
quite clearly.
Beautiful. It's
Yes.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely do that with Shadow and Tinkerbell. It's funny because on Friday, I wanna say it was Friday last week, it was snowing here. Like, we have had a springy winter this entire time, and it actually snowed. Of course, it did not, like, stick or stay, it was all melted by Saturday morning. But it was snowing here, and it was so magical and it looked very interesting because obviously there's greenery on the trees now, there's buds and everything, so it's like, just imagine, like, fresh fallen snow on top of, like, greenery, not, like, dying trees or anything. It's a very interesting combination, but it was so refreshing and so nice. I took the 2 of them out on a nice hike that day. We filmed some content, and it was just a nice day, even though it was, like, kinda wintry. But,
Mm.
yeah, I'm excited to do more things with them in spring and summer, and tomorrow we go get our vaccinations done so we can do that.
Yes, exactly right. It's
Mhm.
sometimes we have to do not so fun things in order to make sure we
Yeah,
have a good spring, summer, and people stay healthy, right? And
exactly.
doggies stay healthy.
Yes. Not fun for them in terms of being poked, not fun for me in terms of my wallet, but important, needs to be done for sure.
Good dog
Um,
mom.
I would say aside from obviously nature and the dogs, because that's a huge part of the magic for me every single day. Like, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Definitely event season, number 1, because that has recently kicked off and it's just gonna continue to roll, and there's gonna be more of those, and I'm always so excited to do those when event season is around because it gets me out there to be with the people and I get to hang out with people face to face in person doing readings for them and connect with other people who do readings, who do this kind of work. So it's a really fun time. It can be very exhausting and tiring, but there's so many more positives than the negatives. So yeah, I'm really excited for that, for the magic that comes with that. And specifically with Body, Mind, Spirit coming up this weekend in Denver. I mean, they're all great, they're all fun. But like I said, for me personally, there is like this weird synchronistic personal tie to that venue because the last time I was there was not for Body, Mind, Spirit. It was not for work. It was for a completely different, weird personal situation. So I am kind of excited to see what kind of signs and synchronicities kind of bounce out of that because I know it's coming. It's already been coming. I've already felt it. It's been weird. So I don't know what's going to be going on, but we'll see. I'm excited for whatever magic the universe has in store for that because clearly the universe has been hiding something up its sleeve and I don't know what it is yet.
It's an exciting place to be, right? It's like
Yeah.
anticipatory, it's being open and like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting. That's I'm happy for you. That's awesome. Like
Yeah.
event season will be it's already been good for you. So I'm glad that
Right. So
it's been
it can
kicking off
only
well.
exactly. It can only get better. So I feel very inspired. I'm almost done. Also, like music wise, I'm almost done recording Twin Flame Game. So that's exciting. I really just have like ad libs to do, and then I'll send it off to my mixer and she'll make sure everything is kind of like aligned and sounds right for the ear. And then I have to do the paperwork part, which I'm not excited to do because then I have to get in contact with ASCAP and CD Baby, and I haven't been in touch with them in a very long time. So that's gonna be the not fun part, but it's the necessary part so then I can get the music up and out onto, like, iTunes and Spotify and, all the places, right? Um, so that'll be good, and then as soon as that song is done and ready and I can get it out there, then I'll be working on a holiday song. We're gonna be thinking Christmas already.
I'm very excited for both of those songs. They both hold a special place in my heart already.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the
Yeah,
point. I hope that
and
they
they're
do that for
catchy.
people. That too. Like, they don't even have to hold a special place in your heart. They just feel good.
Exactly, right? That's exciting, Heather.
Yeah.
What a yeah, it sounds like a creative time for you and a busy time.
Yes. Well, Aries is my 5th house, and there's clearly a lot happening in Aries right now.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yes. So, yeah, that's our little cosmic check-in. If you guys wanna chime in still with that question, feel free to, but we are now gonna move into our spiritual topic of the day, which is sparkles, side quests, and speed round questions. Woohoo!
This was fun to answer. Yeah.
Yes. Very, very lighthearted energy here today, you guys. So as we answer these questions, we invite you to answer these questions in the chat. And if you're listening on one of the other podcast streaming platforms, if you're on Spotify, drop it in the comments. If you're listening on Apple or one of those other places, find us on our social medias and connect with us there. Let us know some of the answers to these questions because this is an engaged place. This is a place for community. This isn't just us talking at you. We invite you to participate in the conversation with us in return.
Yeah, it'd be fun to like make a little document with all the answers and then like copy and paste it and put it like in a comment somewhere. That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious to see that. I'd love to see if someone does that.
Yeah. You guys have homework.
Homework. I'll be checking. No, I
That's
won't. I'll
true.
be I'll be
Well,
busy.
Kelsey was a teacher, so I
Homework
mean,
check.
yeah. You better listen to Miss Kelsey.
Yeah.
All right.
um,
So we've got some questions lined up here. These are just fun questions. Some are a little spiritual related, but light, and others are just totally off the wall, whatever things. So, number one, Kelsey, what's your favorite Oracle deck?
The Energy Oracle deck. That's my absolute favorite. I'll show you. I have it right
Yes.
here.
Show it to
So
me.
you can see this beautiful moon goddess on the front of it. And this energy, like this deck, I got it right before I quit my job. Like literally, I was kind of like teetering on the edge of like, do I quit? Do I not quit? So it feels really tied to a big turning point in my life. Also, I love that it gives you like practical advice surrounding the energy of a situation. So it's not all like love, light, and positive energy here. It gives you like the like what's going on, and then which can be hard to face sometimes,
Yeah. Oh
but it
god,
also
yeah.
gives it includes reversals. It has chakra themes. It has everyday scenarios, and it feels really grounded, but still very spiritual. And it gives you like an affirmation to say. I love it. It's kind of like a less complicated version of tarot in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
I love it. It's my favorite. What about yours, Heather? What's your favorite oracle deck?
God, this is hard because I make my own.
Yeah.
So naturally, it's like I have 12 of my own oracle decks. So, and I can't like I'm not going to pick that's like picking a favorite amongst like 12 children. So, I'm not going to pick one of my own for that reason. Just because it's just like I have my own and I feel like those are always going to be number 1 like all 12, they are all equal. So, I'm going to choose something that's not mine as like a non-me oracle deck. Let's see. Honestly, it would have to be crystal affirmations.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is. Like, I mean, first of all, aesthetically, it is like so pleasing to the eye. Um, it's very yeah, it's got like this beautiful aura finish on it. And all of the cards in here, they're all about crystals. Let me just kind of like pull one out so we can see like what kind of things it says on here because it is a beautiful deck. And it does have there's an accompanying tarot deck as well. But since we are just talking oracle, so like this is moss agate and it says, "I am deeply connected to the earth and life itself. I feel recharged and rejuvenated." So it gives you like this little
Oh,
affirmation, it shows you the crystal. So
it's
you kind of
stunning. Yeah.
you get to learn about crystals and you get like some spiritual insight at the same time.
Beautiful. And
So,
who's yours by? Mine, I'll just reveal, like, in case people are interested in getting them. My
yeah.
energy oracle cards are by Sandra Ann Taylor. That's who they're by. And I have a few of her decks, but this is one of my favorites.
Where did you get it from?
I got it from a metaphysical store. Like in my I can't remember what it was called, but it was in my hometown.
Okay,
Yeah, it's so like I think they're widely available wherever you get cards. So, as far as I
there we
know,
go.
none. Yeah.
So this is by Moonstruck Crystals. That's the brand, Moonstruck Crystals, and it's from TikTok Shop.
We don't have that here.
I know, that's not in Canada, but I believe
It's a good thing for me. I don't need
they
more.
do have a website though, it's on the back of the box, even though I got it off TikTok Shop. You can also go to moonstruckcrystals.com.
Moonstruckcrystals.com. Beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah. So if you do not have TikTok Shop, you can find it there. So even if you're in Canada, you can still get yourself in trouble.
Wonderful. I guess
Yeah,
I'll
and
ask.
drop in the chat, you guys, what's your favorite Oracle deck? If you have one,
Yes.
let us know.
Yes, I'd love to know that as well.
Mhm.
Um, so our next question, do you want to ask it or shall I?
You can ask it. I asked the first one, so
We'll go back and forth. Okay,
yeah.
so Heather, as an intuitive person, and I think this is always such an interesting question because how we receive information it can be very different for people.
Mhm.
What is your primary clair? So how do you absorb information, receive information from spirit?
My primary clair is Claire, I like it's I like to call it clear knowing and clear feeling. Like, I know it's clear cognizant or whatever, but I like saying knowing just because it's like it's like a knowing. So I'm very much like someone who just knows and someone who feels. So it's like I'll either have the knowledge and it doesn't make any sense, or I'll have like the feeling, like the gut feeling. So those are the two primary ways that it comes through for me.
We are the same. I was gonna say claircognizance and clairsentience.
Yes.
I just know things like super quickly, and those knowings are paired with strong physical feelings as well. So like gut
Mhm.
hits or shifts in my energy.
Yeah.
Um, and I actually is what made it hard for me to recognize that I was gifted in that sense is because I always pictured it was like you had to have visions and you had, it
Oh,
was like
yeah. Yeah.
but I had to learn that it wasn't, oh, like there's many ways for spirit to communicate with us, right? So,
Right.
um, and if you're struggling with that, like if you're like us, if you have like clairsentience and like claircognizance, one of the best pieces of advice I got from like an intuitive kind of mentor was she told me to kind of like as you experience the feelings, especially with clairsentience or clear feeling, um, it is to like make kind of like a dictionary or an appendix of like what happens like when you get a chill up your left arm or if
Oh,
you
yeah, yeah.
and so I've been slowly kind of building that like if I get a ringing in my left ear versus my right, like the left is more of a spiritual and the right is more of a physical manifestation of something or it just depends on like where you feel that it takes time because
Mhm. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. It's pattern recognition.
yeah, it
We are
is.
our own chat GPTs. We have chat GPT right in here.
Yes, and we do have to use our brains and not just depend on it, right? On
No,
ChatGPT.
it's a helpful aid, if you have,
Yeah,
like, an important email you're typing up and you wanna make sure it sounds appropriate and, like, that's fine. But, don't sit there and be just like, "ChatGPT, what should I have for breakfast?"
it's all about
Like
how you utilize it, right? It's
Yes.
that's what's important because the technology
Yes.
is there, and with Uranus entering to Gemini, it's going to stay. So it's about utilizing it in a way that
Oh,
makes
yes.
sense.
For sure. Alright. So, if you guys know what your clairs are, once again, drop them in the chat. We'd love to know. All right. So, next question, and this goes for you guys too, not just Kelsey, not just me, but all of us. The question is, if you were a tarot card, which one would you be?
This one I struggled with because I like it's kind of like it kind of depends where I'm at in my journey. But one of the
Right.
first things I did when I started doing tarot was, or learning, was I looked up my personal card, like the card that is kind of connected to my birth year, my birth date,
Right. Yeah.
my path, and the Hierophant always comes up, which is I
Mm.
always find interesting because some people really struggle with that card. But I have a deep connection to that card because I think it reflects being a bridge between like traditional wisdom and then my own spiritual path.
Yes.
And it's kind of like looking at like what has been done in the past and then moving towards the future, right? But my ninth house in Saturn has taught me that like that growth comes through questioning what I've been taught and creating my own belief system, right? And so yeah, I think it would be the Hierophant.
Very cool. That makes sense. I mean, the Hierophant, it is a very deeply spiritual card. So that I feel like that definitely fits. That makes a lot of sense for you.
Yeah,
I
and
could
about
see
like
that.
looking at like restructuring things and like looking to the way things have been done, but then forging my own path. That's kind of like
Yeah.
mhm,
Spirituality with a dash of logic and common sense.
exactly right.
That's the teacher
What
coming in.
well, exactly, right, and the Hierophant always reminds me of that teacher energy in a lot of ways too.
Yeah.
It's kind of that traditional, it's very interesting, yeah. I could talk for days about the Hierophant because it's so like, it's symbolic, it can mean so many different things, and I know, like, one of my favorite readers, when I was looking on YouTube for like card readings and stuff, she whenever the Hierophant would come up, she'd be like, "Oh," like it's just like she didn't know what to do with that card, right? And
She
it
wasn't
can't.
you.
But I'm like, oh, when I see it, I'm like,
Well,
but it's that
clearly,
kind of
that's not her card. That's not who
no.
she is.
But I always found that so funny, right? How we resonate with certain cards, and then other people find them really confusing, right?
Yeah, that's so true.
What about you, friend?
Ron says he doesn't have one. I beg to differ. I believe you do have one, but you may just need to take some time to maybe reflect on it and discover it. But I'm sure you have one.
He says below that he might have been referring to oracle decks because he says he's clairsentient in the
Oh,
comments.
maybe the chat's delayed on my end.
Yeah, because I think we're having technical problems. Like I think we were a
Oh,
little delayed. So yeah, he says I don't have an oracle deck. I mean,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's okay. Maybe one day you'll be drawn towards one and that will be like the favorite because it'll be the one. So who knows? Just keep your
Oh,
eyes out.
put it out there, and then the
Yeah.
clairsentient. So you have that feeling too, Ron. Feeling, yeah, you just know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I find the other clairs so interesting, like, I think about, like, people who, like, hear, for example. I'm like, "What are you hearing?" I'm like, "How does that work?"
For me, I actually clairaudience is one of like it's one of the clairs that's growing within me. I'd say it's
Oh,
getting
okay.
stronger and stronger. You might relate to this music. Like so
Okay.
I get messages on the radio. I get messages like I'll plug in my phone and shuffle my music and get messages that way. Spirit connects to me through music. I so it I but I sometimes do hear messages as well. It just and it's
Okay.
almost and it just kind of depends on what I'm doing, if I'm reading or if I'm meditating or whatever, right? But it is, I think you would relate to the music, like the
Yeah,
messages
the
and
music
words.
part makes sense. I
It's
actually know that, that's something that Gemini baby, that's something that she does a lot, is she'll do readings for the collective where she'll put um, her her playlist on shuffle, and
that's
it'll be
very
like
nice.
whatever song comes up is like the message for you. I love that.
Me too. I love like I sometimes I'll get into my car if I have like a challenging day ahead and I'm like, speak to me. And I shuffle my music.
Right?
Don't no one can know my secret. That's what I do to hype myself up. And sometimes a song comes on and I'm like, oh, like,
And then they're playing a sad song, a
yeah.
heartbreak song, an angry song.
But clairaudience, I think, is like it's not just hearing voices, which it can be, but it's like
Right.
messages through music, speaking, like when people say things, like I really will hear people's words sometimes. They'll like glow to me, like certain
Mm.
words. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
that makes sense, I get that. I feel like I was probably looking at it probably in too small of a lens, like that typical lens of I just, like, hear messages and that's it, like, I wasn't thinking about in, like, the musical aspect or,
Which I think
like
you'd be very attuned to. Like I think that you'd be
yeah.
very tuned into
I think
that.
I just get so heavy in, like, the creative side of it, I don't think of it as, like, these are
Receptive.
messages
Yes.
coming out, it's just, like, I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Um, Ron also says, "I know if a person is good or not, if there's something wrong or not with them energy-wise. I'm an empath." Yeah, that is all a part of it, for sure. That's the knowing,
Mhm.
claircognizance, for sure.
So I think we got a little off track, Heather, but what tarot
Yes.
card would you be?
Okay. So, funny enough, this was actually really easy for me to figure out because, you know, there are some tarot cards that are more high vibe than others, obviously, like no one wants to be the 10 of wands, no one wants to be the 10 of swords, like who would be like, "I wanna be the 10 of swords, I wanna be painful endings." Like,
It's
no
true.
no one wants to be
I
that.
wouldn't pick that. No.
No. No, exactly, like, I can't think of anyone who would pick that on purpose. So it's just like, yeah, those are aspects, the darker side of tarot. But I'm like, if I'm really going to look at this and I'm going to look at it as who I am, like I want to see myself in like the highest vibrational point of who I am, like me at my best. I don't want to be looking at this as me at my worst. Me at my best would be the Empress
Mm,
because she's the embodiment of all of the queens. She's the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles in one body.
right.
So she embodies all of those qualities. She's a wonderful, loving mother. She's a good caregiver. She's kind. She's caring. She's fiery. She's magnetic. She's good with money. She's very logical and can speak well. She's all the things. She's all of it. And I'm like, if I have to be a tarot card, I want to be the best version of myself. Now, granted, am I the Empress every day? Probably not. There are probably days where I'm just like a lowly page or something, but on my best days and where I'm always striving to be at is to be in that Empress energy.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I love the Empress card as well. It's also the energy of like creativity as well.
Mhm.
It's the number 3 is very much creative energy, collaborative energy. It shows that something has sprouted and grown as well. So I think and the Empress, when you look at the abundance around her, right? Like it's beautiful. I like that.
The queen of everything.
Mhm.
All right. So let's see. Uh, uh, uh. Kelsey, I think you're up next to ask the question.
So Heather and everyone
Yes.
listening, if you could be another zodiac sign, which one would you be? And like that's interesting, right? Is it like sun sign, or if we're like where are we talking, or just the energy of a
Yeah, I
zodiac
think we're
sign?
just talking like a sun sign, just like the
Okay.
energy of it. Just to make it
Yeah.
easy, because not everyone knows all the different, sun, moon, rising, blah 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 blah. So let's just go with just a sun sign,
Yeah.
which would be the energy anyways.
Yes.
Um Anything other than our own. We can't pick our own. So
I
which
love
is
mine.
hard. I know it is hard because I do love being a Libra. Being a Libra is pretty awesome. Um But I feel like if I had to pick another sun sign to be, I would pick my counterpart, um, my counterpart sign in terms of energetic rulership, which would actually be Taurus, because Taurus and Libra are both ruled by Venus. So, yeah, I would go with Taurus because Taurus, they're solid, they're steady, that earth energy and everything. They love beauty just like Libra does. They love romance just like Libra does. So, there's still a lot of beauty and a lot of love there. It's a little bit more it's more stable than Libra because, us Libras we're air signs. We're a little sometimes. So it might be like a more stable version of me. So that's why I'm gonna go with Taurus on this one.
Oh, I love that. That's what I picked too. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm a Leo sun. I love being a Leo. And everybody loves me. No, I'm just teasing, but it's very Leo of me to say that, but I've always loved like being my sun sign. But what I'd say is being a Taurus, like you, I'm really I think in looking at my chart overall, I'm really lacking earth energy. Like really, like I have so much water, so much air, so much fire. But like
Mhm.
that earth, the only place I really have like a significant earth
You
place is
need to be grounded.
is my Mars in Virgo. I have a Mars in Virgo, which I do think
Okay.
that's a strong placement for me because I really need that. It's like my anchor, right? So
Yeah.
I need a little bit more of that grounded, earthy energy. I don't have a lot of it in my chart. I can kind of struggle sometimes with staying rooted and staying grounded. And so I admire how steady and calm and, just the appreciation of beauty and like that abundance that comes with Taurus season as well. It's something that feels very comforting, like stable and secure about it. And like you
Yeah,
said, ruled by Venus, right? It's a
of
beautiful
course.
energy. I
Yeah,
agree.
I'll continue hanging out under Venus, so that's
Yeah.
fine. I have no issues with that. I love that. Okay. So, what is your strongest chakra and what is your weakest chakra? Let us know in the chat. And Kelsey, what is it for you?
It's like a tie between, so my strongest, I'd say it's like my crown and my third eye. I'd say those are two very strong chakras for me. I feel very open there. I'm very receptive to information. Like for example, like even though I like clairvoyance isn't really a gift, like it's something that's building within me. I have visions sometimes, but my third eye will jump. Like if I feel something or if I intuitively am drawn to something, my third eye just vibrates. And
Right.
because of that claircognizance, it's very strong. That flow into my like chakra, my crown chakra is very strong as well. I'm very open to those and receptive to downloads and ideas. My weakest, oh, I'd say probably my root, like being able to, feel grounded. And when I first started doing energy work, receiving energy work, even my Reiki teacher, she's like, okay, she like sat me down after she did Reiki on me for the first time. And she said, your upper chakras are so open and flowing and like full of light energy. She's like, but
I
your
love
bottom
that.
chakras, she's like,
Needs work.
you're not integrating the energy
Yeah.
all the way down. So I've learned that your upper chakras might connect you, but your lower chakras are what help you hold and live that through that
Mhm.
information. So a big part of my journey has been grounding my energy, bringing it all the way down. And it's a challenge. It's something
Yeah.
I've been working on since I awakened. But yeah, those are my strongest and weakest. And what about you, Heather? What's your strongest and weakest?
Well, we must be the same person. Because like, literally same answer.
Yeah.
Strongest would be the crown and the third eye. I'm very, very good at receiving the downloads, receiving the information, tapping into spirit, being tuned into the ethers and everything. But, with all that going on, being an air sign and everything, it is so hard to get grounded and to connect that root chakra. You know? It's like my stability is all over the place. I've always been a highly creative person, and I've always chosen the untraditional routes to go down in terms of making money, so, uh, can I say I've been super stable most of my life? No. So, yeah, that root chakra, it needs work.
Oh, we are aligned, my friend. That doesn't surprise me
Exactly.
though.
We need to go to the chakra gym together and work
Chakra
out our
gym
roots.
roots. But
Exactly.
they do get
That's
like I feel like that's common, especially in the intuitive and spiritual world.
Mhm.
It like I think we all like kind of assume that it's this area that needs work, but you need to integrate. It
No,
just yeah,
yeah. This is natural. Like, this
yeah,
doesn't need any work. It does what it does on its own.
me too. Me too.
Yeah.
So good. Well, good to know we both are on the same growth path. We'll need to go to the chakra gym together.
Yeah. We need to find our root chakra, uh, fitness instructor.
Yes.
Work it out.
Yes. Maybe one day I'll get my certification. um, so our next question for those of you in the chat, let us know. But Heather, tarot or oracle? Tarot or oracle?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with oracle cards.
Okay.
Like, tarot cards, I mean, they're great, don't get me wrong, but they're very structured.
Hmm.
There's definitely a structure. Even if you're dealing with a tarot deck that is not Rider Waite, that is not traditional, Um, it's still, like, the same idea, the same kinda suit, there's still gonna be wands, swords, cups, pentacles, etcetera. You're still gonna have all that stuff, even if it's just, like, described differently, the artwork is different, however it's presented, but it's always the same structure. What I love about oracle decks is they're all loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
They're creative. Like, you can just take that out on the open road, and it can be so many things. You can have an oracle deck about money. You can have another one about love. You can have another one about timing. You can have another one about spring. Um, there's so many different varieties, so many different types out there, so many different themes, and I love that because you can mix and match and you can kind of use it, um, number 1 in general readings, yeah, but you can also use it when you wanna get more specific. Like, if someone wants to know specifically about, like, "Hey, I really need some career guidance." Well, great, let's find a career-related deck that we can really dive into that. That's gonna be a lot more useful than something that's just general all purpose. So, just from a creative side, I love oracle decks.
No, I definitely can see that and how you would align with Oracle. It's so creative, and because you have so many, it makes sense. Like that would be kind of your answer. Um, as for me, I think that like, gosh, both have their like purpose, I guess. But it's funny when you and I did our little deck show and tell. We did that a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
It's funny because like we were talking about how like kind of once you own a tarot deck, they all kind of have that same underlying like
Yep,
the themes are kind of the same, like the suits are the same. And the beautiful thing is if you really resonate with artwork or whatever, like that might be different for you. But once you kind of own one tarot deck, you
you've
really
owned them all.
like the symbolism can be quite similar, right? But I think tarot is nice if I want like next steps, practical guidance kind of stuff. But oracle is if I need or a client needs like reassurance, a bit of emotional support. And they're also just so much fun. Like I love using an oracle deck because they can get so personal for somebody, right?
Yeah,
Because like you said, if it's on career or if it's on like messages from the fairies or messages like angel numbers, like it could be whatever the client needs in the moment. And like, that's what
exactly.
I like about that. It's encouraging.
I love
Yeah.
that. We are on the same page in so many so many
I'm not
answers.
surprised.
No, me neither.
No.
And again, you guys, if you're hanging out with us, drop in the chat. Do you prefer tarot or oracle cards? Let us know. We would love to know. Okay. All right. So, also, you guys and Kelsey, do you have vivid dreams? Yes or no?
Yes. Very vivid. But this is something that's like shifted over the past year or so. Like I feel like that like they've gotten way more vivid. Like when I was a kid, let me know like if you can relate to this. Like Heather, you might relate to this, but as a kid, I used to lay back and my day would play in my third eye throughout like the things I had
Yeah.
experienced. Like it was almost
Same.
like a movie.
Mhm.
Like and then I would like it was like previews to a movie kind of thing. And then I'd fall asleep. And like that was kind of like and then I kind of like, I didn't really remember my dreams, but I've been remembering lately. And yeah, Heather knows a lot about my dreams. Like I always tell her, but dreams are interesting. Like, and I keep a dream dictionary next to my bed to kind of like look up what's the symbolism. And but honestly, they are interesting dreams. They are they're intense. So yes, that is the answer. And what about you, Heather?
Same. Definitely always very vivid dreams. I also had that same experience as a kid. It's like
Yeah.
your day would replay as you would fall asleep. Um, gosh, there's like there are not a lot of dreams I remember from when I was a kid, but there is there is one that I remember from 6th grade that made no sense. I mean, I guess I might as well share it. It's stupid and it's silly. But when I was in 6th grade, I had this dream that one of my teachers turned into a killer strawberry
That's
and was, like, committing all kind of menacing, awful things all over the school. Just like this huge destructive strawberry.
that is very interesting. I love
Yeah,
strawberries.
I have no idea where that dream came from, but of course, me being who I am, the next day, I had to tell this teacher about it the next day. I was like, "I had this dream that you turned into a killer strawberry last night." And she was actually one of, like, the more fun, like, with it teachers and everything, so she played along with it, and she was just like, "Shh, don't tell anyone my secret."
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That's a
I
very
still remember
specific
that.
dream. Oh, I should look up in my dream dictionary what strawberry means.
Killer strawberry. I mean, it sounds
Killer.
like
That's
some
very
kind of
specific. Yeah.
I know. Sounds like something out of, like, some really cheesy movie or something, like one of those awful horror movies from, like, the old days that like Godzilla or something, I don't know.
Killer strawberry.
I know. But yeah, always with the vivid dreams, definitely. So,
Mhm. No, I like that.
all right. So now we're gonna move into our rapid anything goes speed round. It's kind of a this or that kind of thing, you guys. So as we answer the questions, drop your answers in the chat as well because this is a everyone is welcome to participate activity. Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
I live in Colorado. I gotta go with mountains.
I thought so. I thought
Mhm.
so.
Texting or voice memos?
Voice memos.
Yes, clearly voice memos. Kelsey and I have a history of voice memos. This is like how we communicate on a regular basis, basically.
Yeah. Voice memos. I like it.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
Dog. Duh.
Obviously.
Shadow and Tinkerbell. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Like anything that's on Netflix, you can also find on
Well, you
YouTube.
can
So,
find anything on YouTube, like
yeah.
documentaries, like tutorials, or like even movies. Like,
And it's free. You don't have to pay. I mean, I know there's like YouTube TV, but you don't have to use YouTube TV for like a lot of
no,
stuff.
exactly,
So,
right?
so yes, YouTube all the way. Toast or eggs?
Eggs,
That's so hard. Like, I mean, I like
preferably
both.
together, but
Yeah, I'm like, I like both. I'm like, I don't know how to pick. Like, I'm literally thinking in my brain of like one of those like little birds' nests, where you put the egg in the center of the toast kind of thing.
so delicious.
I
Yeah.
know, now I want that,
I
and I
had
don't
that for
have any
breakfast today.
eggs.
This question inspired me. I had my sourdough toast and I had eggs today. So I chose eggs because of protein. Keeps you fuller longer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Eggs can be very fulfilling. I do need to go I need to do some old-fashioned activity. So
Yes. Yes.
what
How old fashioned of you.
yes, when I get into my horse and buggy to go to the King's Supers, I will I will get the eggs there.
And toast.
Yeah. Well, I do have bread, so I can make the toast.
Oh,
I
good.
need the eggs. Um, okay. Cardio or weights?
It's hard.
I mean,
Cardio.
they do both kinda go hand in hand, I get that,
I
but
love my tread. I love walking on my treadmill like at a high rate and just giving her. So it's good for my mental health. So I'm going to say cardio. Yeah.
I agree, cardio. Like, I wanna be up there in the mountains either climbing, getting the heart rate up, or dancing. Like, I love
Yeah.
dancing.
Me too. Me too.
Mhm. Oh, well, I already know what the answer is for both of us on this next one. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Definitely TikTok.
Instagram is we've had discussions about Instagram. It can be like yelling into the void sometimes.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a meta Zark Mark. I was about to call him Zark Muckerberg, but whatever. Hey, maybe that's his new name now. But
Well,
it's
right.
it's his world, and it's not a pretty world.
It's just TikTok's very different. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
TikTok's not perfect, but if I had to choose one or the other, it would definitely still be TikTok.
I'd agree. I'd
Hmm.
agree.
Okay, ice cream cone or ice cream cup?
Cone,
I'm going cup.
cup.
Yeah,
Well, it's easier to hold. Like I know that much. Like, 'cause it doesn't melt on you as easily.
that's exactly why. Because like, I don't know, I always have like flashbacks to when I was a kid and I couldn't eat the ice cream fast enough, and then it would be like all over my hand, like just like dripping everywhere, and it'd be all sticky and everything.
I
And
love cones though. They're so good.
they are good. I mean, they're good if you can eat the ice cream faster than it can melt. But I like to savor my ice cream, so that's probably why I need a cup.
Well, my mom used to, my mummy, she used to, when we used to go get it, she'd ask for a cone in a cup. So you could be,
There you
yeah, so you could
go.
turn it upside down and then like you could have the cone after.
It's the best of both worlds.
Good job, mom.
Yeah, there we go. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Definitely cake. There
I'd
is
agree.
good pie out there, like, I love an apple pie a la mode, for example, or
Yeah,
like a French silk, those are very good, but definitely it'll always be cake.
I agree.
Big party or small gathering?
Small gathering.
Same, small gathering.
Too much
A
energy.
younger
Yeah.
a younger me when I was in my 20s would have been like, "Big party!"
Me too. Times have changed for me
Yes,
at
but
least.
not
Yeah.
not at this point. I'm like, I've grown out of big party, like, that sounds annoying and stressful.
And like a lot of energy. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Sneakers or sandals?
Sneakers.
Sandals.
You like your toes to be free.
Yeah, I like what? I think it's a Southern California thing because it's like ever since I lived in LA, it's like 90% of the year I'd be walking around in flip-flops anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just like if it's nice outside, the
The
flip-flops are
dogs are
going
out.
on. Exactly. It's just like I'm not putting on socks. I'm not covering these feet. No way. They're the toes are going to shine. Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh. I'm like a diet drinker, which is I know, don't come for me, but I do prefer diet Pepsi if I'm gonna have Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi.
Well, I don't do diet because I'm just like if I'm gonna have a soda, I'm gonna do it right.
Yeah.
It's just like if I'm gonna have it, I might as well just go all in. But definitely Pepsi. Still
Mm.
Pepsi though. Pepsi is sweeter. I mean, I'll have a Coke if that's all that's available because it kind of depends on where you go restaurant wise. Like some restaurants only serve Coke products, some only serve Pepsi products. So it's not that I have anything against Coke, but just preference wise, I would rather have a Pepsi.
No, I agree. I'm with you there.
Pancake or waffle?
Waffle.
Waffle. You get to
They
fill
just
the
hold their
little
structure better. Yeah.
Yeah, you get to fill the little craters with syrup and
Butter
fruit
and
and
syrup
all
and
kinds of things.
oh, I could go for a waffle.
I know, like, now I wanna go to, like, a breakfast place at,
Good.
like, 4:50 in the afternoon when they're all closed. Um, let's I'm like, "What did I almost read?" I don't know what I almost read. Save or spend?
Spend.
Unfortunately, yes, spend. I should save. Like, logical side to me is like, "You need to save." But
Oh, I'd rather
instinctually
yeah. Like, I'm more
Instinctually, it's
inclined
an
to
automatic
spend.
spend.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah,
know what I should be doing.
yeah. Ideally, pair those 2 together, but, I mean, once again, I am a Libra sun and Libra moon, so my emotions are driving it too, and my emotions say, "You got the money? Go spend the money."
Well, Cancer and Leo rule my second house. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it's like emotional spending and then spending on me, my appearance. Like, I love. Okay, anyway, enough about that.
It's all about you, you
It
Leo, you.
is. It
Okay. Um, Sweater or hoodie?
has to be a zip up hoodie. I need like a zip. Like, I need a zipper. What about you?
Either kind will work for me. Just a
Mm,
hoodie in general.
yeah,
Just as long as I have that hood, you know?
I like
It's
a
just
hoodie.
it's more cozy. It also helps if it's, like, raining or something outside. So,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely a hoodie. Beer or wine?
Not much of a drinker anymore, but if I were to choose a nice beer on a hot day, I like.
Oh, well, then you would probably like it in Golden, Colorado, because that's where the Coors Brewery is.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Of
that's where
course.
they're out of. They're literally, like, 15 minutes away from me.
Oh,
So,
good to know when I come
Colorado
visit.
in general is kinda known for being a beer state,
Mm.
but I am more of a wine girl. So,
White or red?
I mean, it depends. I like both, but I would probably go with a Moscato first and
Oh,
foremost.
it's a nice, yeah, a nice
Yeah,
blend between the two
yeah,
kind of. Yeah, yeah, kind
definitely
of
a
sweeter.
Moscato. Definitely, yeah, like a sweeter wine. There are some sweet reds out there too, which I will totally entertain. I have no problem with that as well, but once again, maybe that's that Californian in me during the
Yeah.
time I was in California, because California, you got all the wineries. Granted, you know, down in LA, there's not really wineries or anything, but obviously they're up there towards the Bay Area. Like Temecula in Southern California, there's some wineries down there. Um, but yeah, I would have to choose wine.
I used to really love wine. I worked at a steakhouse and like I had to know everything there was to know about wine, but as I got older, it started making me sick. So it's just
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, it's just not like yeah, I like it, but I think beer is less risk for my head.
That's actually like my mom. My mom,
Mm,
she can't have red wine.
yeah.
She got tested for it, like, it's an allergy for her. She's
Oh,
allergic to something with, like, the red grapes in the wine or whatever.
mhm.
So, this was years ago. She came this was in California. She came and she visited me in LA, and we went to Duke's in Malibu, which is delicious, and she had some red wine, and she had the worst migraine later that night. Like, it was so bad. We went to the emergency room at
Uh,
Cedars-Sinai
that's
because
fine.
it was pounding that horribly. And that's when she found out, like, "Oh, this is an allergy. You shouldn't really be drinking red wine." So, she'll drink white wine. She can handle that, but she can't do red anymore.
That's good. Like, yeah, that's too bad she had to find out that way. But I
Mhm.
know aerating it sometimes helps people with headaches, like, but if you're allergic, don't do it. But I've
No,
heard of
don't.
people using like a little blender, like the little like latte makers to like aerate
Oh,
their
yeah, yeah.
wine. I've seen that. But like I said, it's like I'm not much of a drinker anyway, but I do appreciate both beer and wine. I think, but
There we
if
go.
I had to pick beer,
Chicken or beef?
I'd say chicken.
I feel like Shadow and Tinkerbell should answer this question. What do you
Hmm.
think, you guys? Shadow? He is passed out on the floor right now. He's like, "I'm gonna sleep through this question." So I'll answer for them and me. But I mean, I think they would like both, obviously, but I do lean more towards chicken.
Yeah. It's so versatile. Like that's
Mhm.
why you can put it in anything, and like beef prices are just so expensive right now. Like it's just
Yeah, that's true.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
chicken's very healthy for you too. So,
Yeah, exactly, right? No, I agree. Glad we're on the same page.
yeah. Brownies or cookies?
Cookies.
Cookies.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely
There's so much
cookies.
variety with cookies. Like
Yeah. Like, even if it were just, like, a chocolate chip or a brownie, I would probably still pick the chocolate chip.
me too. 1000%.
Sushi or tacos/burritos?
Sushi.
Oh, this one's so hard. I like both. I want both. Like, I want both. Um, Sushi is great, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the tacos burritos.
That's fair. It was a close second for me. I was like, I
Yeah.
was teetering,
That's a
but
hard one.
mhm.
That's a hard one. Um, Work hard or play hard?
Well, I feel like as I've gotten older, I used to like to play hard. But now I think working hard, I think it's a little bit more rewarding for me. I'd say like
Yeah.
because you get more done, and like playing is important, don't get me wrong, but if I had to pick, I'd say work hard.
I say work hard so I can
Mhm.
play hard.
Exactly, right? Because
Like,
you
work hard has to come first, it has to. And as long as you're doing something that you enjoy and you're passionate about, it lights you up on the inside, it doesn't necessarily feel like work anyways, and we're very fortunate to be sitting here doing something that we enjoy doing, to be able to work hard, but that's the only way that you can play hard, because if you're just playing hard with no work, then you're I can't say you're gonna be on the track to something amazing.
well, and also like you need that work to stabilize you as well. Like you need like some
Yeah.
sort something to show up for, right? Because playing is fun and it has a purpose, but you need that balance, like with
Mhm.
anything, right?
Yes, definitely. Okay. So next up, we have some short icebreakers, you guys. We're done with our this or that segment. And once again, feel free to join in on the conversation. Drop your answers in the chat as well, because this is not just us answering these questions. We invite you to answer these questions too here with us. So, short icebreakers. What are 3 words to describe you?
Perceptive, emotional, and intuitive.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good.
What about you?
3 words to describe me. And I'm not going to look at my own website to answer this question, because honestly, all of these questions I already answered on my website in a blog post like forever and a day ago, which is kind of where a lot of these questions
They're
come
up
from.
here.
Yeah. So they might be different words, but that's okay. Okay. 3 words to describe me. Um, I would say bubbly.
Mhm.
I'm upbeat. I'm bubbly. Bubbly, kind. I want to be kind to people. And I also have to go with intuitive.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I definitely agree with all three of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sweet. Um, what's your favorite number and why?
Ah, okay. I really like I really like the number 7.
Mm,
7's a good number. I look at 7 as like it's like the number of completion for me. Like, I think of, like, in the Bible, for example, God finished on the 7th day kind of a thing. So it's like a number of completion to me.
right. Yeah, it's a very much like like it's a very transformative number. It's very much the number of
Mhm.
awakenings too. Like I could see how that would resonate for you for sure.
Yeah, like lucky sevens, 777, "Oh, you're a winner in Vegas," kind of thing.
Ooh, 777.
What
Um,
about you?
number 8. I have always felt like I think because I'm born in the month of August, that eighth month, I've always really resonated with that. It's the number of abundance. I love that when you turn it sideways, it looks like an infinity symbol. It's back
Yes.
and forth. Like that's a huge symbol to me as well. Yeah, I love it. I think number 8. That's my answer.
Number 8 and feeling great.
Woohoo.
Okay. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I had to think about this, but I think I would like to control time. I know that sounds like, but like being
Oh,
able
that does
to,
sound very controlling.
yeah, right. But like time for me, right? Like I'd like to pause, rewind, slow things down. Sometimes things move really fast, and being able to just kind of sit in good moments, or like even just like fast forward through things. It's kind of like that movie Click, right? But then like, but then
Oh, yeah.
I thought about the repercussions of like pausing and skipping and like, but what I really like the so I kind of like struggled with that. I'm like, that's what I first thought. But then secondly, I thought about being able to teleport. Just being able
Yeah.
like to just like go from one place to another and like just really be like quick. And I think that's the one I'd choose because I thought I wanted time control, and then I thought it got all philosophical. I was like, "Ugh," like shower thoughts, right? You're like,
Oh, no.
hello
It
darkness,
became
my
too
old
complicated.
friend, right? So I figured teleport. That's my answer. What
That is
about
a good
you?
one. Well, you know what? It's funny. I do remember what my original answer for this was when I answered it in the blog post I wrote on my website. And I know that that answer was like reading minds, which is still cool. But I wrote that blog post like several years ago. And when I think about it a few years later, I'm changing my answer. It's no
Okay.
longer reading minds because I feel like in a lot of ways, just intuitively doing the work that we do kind of already read people's minds in a way. Maybe not
Yeah, their
in
energy, like what's going
right.
on, and yeah.
Maybe not literally, but but yeah, the energy. And it's just like, you know what? I don't need to know what's going on with everybody. Like that feels way too stressful and overwhelming these days. So thinking more so on that note, I would have to agree and go with the same thing that you said actually and go with teleportation because sometimes it would be so nice to just like run an errand and get it done quick like that. Especially when I was living in LA, that would have come really in handy to not have to deal with traffic. um, so yeah, definitely I feel like teleportation would be a really good one.
And I love how we both had like rethought our answers too. It's like,
Yes.
like I
Yeah.
originally thought I wanted this, and then it's like, hmm.
Do
Ooh,
I?
do
Do
I? But
I know?
teleportation sounds innocent in a lot of ways to me. Like it
It
sounds
does. Like,
like
I don't feel like there's repercussions that you can have really off of that.
because you're not
So,
changing anything. You're not messing with someone's free will.
no.
You're not like, hmm. Yeah,
Like, I know a lot of
we could have a
people
whole
might say
discussion about that.
like, I feel like people might also say things like invisibility, but again, it's like, I don't wanna be like
Hi, I can see
exactly.
you and you can't see me.
Exactly. Like,
No
oh, that
thanks.
just sounds like creeper energy.
But
I'm
like,
like,
what do you want to
"No,
do
no,
with
no."
that? The invisibility cloak. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm like,
But
no, not that one."
but how telling of like when someone wants like what superpower somebody wants, right? It's like, ooh, like I feel like there's like a lot, there's more to it than just
Right.
surface level.
What's the
Yeah.
motive behind that superpower?
Yeah.
Is it really that innocent? Oh, that's funny.
um, what's one item that you bring everywhere, Heather?
Gosh. Well, I mean, probably by default is my Loungefly backpack. Just because it has all the things in it. It has my wallet, it has a makeup bag, it has my keys, my phone can go in there, my sunglasses, it has like that's the thing that goes with me everywhere. And
My Lululemon.
if I could, I would bring Shadow and Tinkerbell with me more places everywhere.
Yeah. If you could, you would, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine's the same kind of answer. My Lululemon crossbody bag, like I literally do not leave the house without it. Like I'll go for a walk with it, even if I'm just going around the neighborhood. It has everything in it, so don't take it. If you see me in real life, don't take my crossbody. My
Right.
life is in there. I have like six different lipsticks in there.
It's very important, the lipsticks.
All my cards, all my stuff. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I am with my Loungefly backpack, and by default, because it is a backpack, there is a Labubu on it, so
Of
there's always a
course.
Labubu with me as well.
That's cute. I also always bring my Stanley, but I don't bring it absolutely everywhere. It's like if I'm driving, if I like, I kind of always have it in
Yeah,
my car
yeah,
with me, or I'll bring it
running
in
errands or
places.
whatever.
But like, I don't go on a walk with it. Just like do like
Then that gets a little cumbersome, I would feel.
yeah, it's a little heavy.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's not like you have somewhere to, like, put it on your body, you would have to always be holding it.
Well, I have a carrying case for it. I have
Oh,
like
there you go.
a consumerism final boss, but does get heavy on my neck. So
Yeah, yeah.
but I
You
do
gotta
have.
drink more of that water. Oh, man. Okay, what was your best subject and your worst subject in school?
My best was definitely a tie between English and like social, like which we would like it would be like history, geography, that kind of thing in Canada. And then it's funny because full circle because I actually became an English and social teacher later on in life, so that makes sense. I really love the creative aspect of the and like just for interest's sake, just knowing things. My worst, we've discussed this Heather and I privately, but it was math. Um, a lot of my math, like it's funny because my report cards were all like amazing for other subjects, and then math, it was like, what is wrong with you? Like, Kelsey needs to apply herself, and it's like, but like we've talked about this too. Like, there's a book I'm reading, and it's what's it called? How the World Sees You. I'd have to don't quote me on that, but it's by Sally Hogshead, and it talks about like playing into your strengths, and she brought up something about you could put a bunch of effort into like trying to be better at that one subject, or you can focus on just enjoying and thriving in what you are good at, right? And that's kind
Yeah.
of, as a kid I was like, yeah, math ain't it. That's just not my thing. I'm going to excel in other areas, right?
And isn't that funny how society is like, "Oh, this is the thing that you're horrible at, so this is what you need to focus on."
Yeah, like
Ugh.
no.
Yeah.
Um, it's yeah, we could talk about that for hours, right? Like just the expectations of society, and I agree. Like it's funny. Like I think our traditional kind of structures, and we kind of focus like we want everyone to be good at like everything, right? But it's like no, we're not everyone is good at everything, and that would be boring. Like we all,
Exactly.
yeah.
We're all
So what about you,
different. We
Heather?
all have our unique gifts and talents. Obviously, same as you with math. Ugh, that was definitely the absolute worst. Can't go there, can't deal with that. No math. No, thank you. Um, Best subject in school, music.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
yeah, like, chorus and, all those different things, show choir in high school. Show choir wasn't a class, it was like an extracurricular activity, and the musicals were extracurricular activities, but, we still had choir and everything, and, yeah, so that's where I would thrive is music, so
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah.
Um, what's to the right of you right now, Heather? I gotta get mine
Our
out too.
future s our future sponsor, Dutch Brothers.
Dutch Brothers. Woohoo! Um,
Yes.
mine is my witch's calendar. That's always right
Oh, there you
beside.
go,
So
yes, and that was a gift.
a gift from my fiance. Um,
Yes.
yes, and what
Such a
month is it? It
beautiful
is
gift,
April.
so generous.
Yeah. And there's like a blessing spell on it, and then the moon phases, but that's always to the right of me. It sits on my wall.
I love that.
Mhm.
Let's see. Tell me about a fun childhood memory.
Um, there was always like a time period during the summers. We would take 2 weeks and go to the Okanagan Valley, which is kind of like this beautiful area in British Columbia. I'm from Canada, if you're tuning in here and you're new, but I'd stay at my aunt and uncle's house. They had a hobby farm, so they had like horses and special birds, peacocks, and all that. And it was just like this beautiful little place. And I loved going there and going to the beach and to swim and to go boating. And it was just something I look forward to every year. And it felt magical. I loved it. So, what about you?
Also, we quickly have a comment here from Ron. His best subject was math, so he probably should have been tutoring us.
Well, that's why we need you in the chat, Ron, to balance out our energy.
Yes. Solve the mathematical equations for us, please.
Yeah.
And his worst was English. So
Oh, well, I could help you out there, Ron. No
that's
problem.
okay, you know? Yeah, that's the whole point. We all have our unique gifts and talents, right? Okay, so a fun childhood memory. Um, I would have to go with going to Disneyland for the first time. I mean, I
Oh,
feel like everyone remembers their first time going to Disneyland, especially as a kid. And I was probably like 5 years old. We went to Disneyland for the first time. And I remember like meeting Mickey Mouse and getting an autograph from him. And it was just so magical. And I remember at the end of that trip, whoa, what was that noise up there? Sounds like the neighbors just,
new
like, moved,
neighbors.
like, an elephant or something upstairs. I don't know what's going on.
That's a great
Um,
mic. I could not hear it. So,
oh, I didn't just hear it, I felt it.
oh boy.
Like, I felt the ceiling move. I was like, "Oh my god." Um, anyways, yeah, so at the end of that trip, I remember telling my parents that when I grew up, I was going to live next door to Mickey Mouse. And you know
Oh,
what? I kept that promise to
you
myself
did?
because later on, I did move to LA. And granted, I wasn't like in Anaheim living right next door to Mickey Mouse, but I was close enough that I had an annual pass, and that was a very big part of my life during the time I was there.
1000%. You kept that promise. You
I
manifested that.
did. I
That's
did.
beautiful.
I kept that promise to 5-year-old Heather. I was like, "That's right. We're gonna make that happen." And it's funny too because the last apartment that I lived in LA, it was in Los Feliz, which is an area, like, very close to Hollywood, and Los Feliz was actually the location of where the Disney Studios were before they moved to Burbank. So that was, like, the original
Mm.
location where Walt Disney was, and at the street that I lived at, there were a couple of, like, these mushroom installations, like, at the corner of the street, and they were painted, they were decorated, and they were supposed to represent, like, the mushrooms in Alice in Wonderland
Oh,
because it
that's
was,
really
like, all
cool.
very close to Disney's original studio.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. I
Yeah.
didn't know that they had moved, but that makes sense. Like it's interesting how you did move into the area, right? It's
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, eventually they moved to Burbank, so now it's, like, the Disney company, like, today they are in Burbank. Um, and then, of course, Disneyland itself is down in Anaheim, so
No, of course, right?
yeah.
It's shifted over time, but yeah, I remember my first trip to Disney. That was a nice, a beautiful trip. I was 6 when I went. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So we were very close to the same age when we had our first Disney experiences.
It's a good age because you remember, right? It's like,
Yes.
and you're old
You're
enough to
young
kind of
enough that
understand.
yeah, you're young enough that it's still, like, very magical because you still, like, believe in Santa and everything else, but you're old enough to remember. It's not like you're 2 or 3 where things might be fuzzy still.
Yeah, and oftentimes you're tall enough to ride most things at that point too.
Yes.
So that's a
Yes.
big thing as well.
For sure.
Oh, I have a little funny story about that before we move on. My sister was like, I think she might have been 2 when we went, and like, but she was really tall, like really tall. So she was tall enough to go on the rides, but like my mom made her lie to people and say she was 3 because you had to be 3 to ride certain things.
Oh
And
my
they'd ask her how old,
god.
and she was like, I remember her like telling her on the plane and like driving there, she was like, "Tell them that you're 3. How old are you?" 3. Like, just tell them that. And she was like, okay. Like,
Oh my
but she
gosh.
was just a little too young, but she was
Mhm.
tall enough. Oh, he's so funny. But my mom was like, I want her to experience the rides.
Right, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah. Oh gosh, right? Hilarious.
I love that. I think
Next
it's yeah.
question is, what like tell us about like a travel experience that you've had.
I know. Speaking of travel experiences, I feel like the Disneyland thing was a nice segue. Um, let's see. I feel like my favorite travel experiences are probably when I've done road trips, just because it's like it's not just you get on a plane and you just, fly from point A to point B and that's it, but it's like an entire experience the entire time. And I think one of my favorite road trips was back in 2018, and my roommate at the time that I had in LA, the 2 of us, we got in the car, and she's originally from Oregon. So, she really was, like, only familiar with, like, the west part of the country, like the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington. I mean, I think the furthest she had ever been was probably, like, Arizona or something like that, going east. So she never really had experienced anywhere else eastward. And, um, at that time, I had gotten my mom her dog, Callie, and I was gonna drive Callie from California all the way to Chicago, and my roommate joined me for this so she could experience all the other states, basically. And I had Shadow too at that time, so it was the 2 of us, Callie and Shadow in the car, and we let's see how many states we covered, because we did the southern route going up to Chicago, and then we did the northern route coming back to California. So we went California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, uh, what's that state after Texas? Oklahoma,
Mm.
Missouri, Illinois. So that's the southern route. So that's 7 states so far. Then, we made a quick stop up to Wisconsin while we were visiting my mom, so that's 8. Then on the way back, we did Iowa, Nebraska, it's 10, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, and then back to California. So that's a total of 13 states
Holy
in, like,
smokes.
2 weeks. So 13 states in 2 weeks. Now, of course, it's not like we stayed in each state and, did, like, a whole bunch of things all the way across the board, but it's such a fun experience because you really get to see the whole stretch of the country. You get to see how it changes, how it moves, how it goes from extremely flat and boring in Nebraska. I hate driving through Nebraska. I have to do it all the time when I go home to visit my mom, and I hate it. Um, but you get to see all of that, like, flat plains to, like, all this majestic mountain scenery when you're going through Colorado, and then when you're going through Utah, like, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's just this entire experience. Um, the only state that I probably don't like driving through more than Nebraska is that little teeny tiny panhandle in Texas, because it is like the cops will pull over anything
Yeah.
in that panhandle. So, yeah.
That's
But that was a
yeah.
fun trip. That was a fun experience, so
Yeah, my family did like Route 66. We've done like driving through a bunch of I know we did a lot of like the West Coast and like down into California. We went to Disney one year, but like we did it all in like 2 or 3 weeks. That was a fun trip. Um but I'd say as an adult, like I haven't traveled a whole lot, but I've been to Cuba a few times. I've been to Mexico a few times, the States. But one of my favorite travel experiences, it was so simple. My fiance was in training for the military, and we were across the country from one another, and we were away for like a year, separated for a year, and we met up actually. So I'm from Canada. We met up in Toronto, and
there you
which
go.
is a big city out in Ontario. And it was really nice. We just like went to an aquarium, and we went to medieval times. If you've ever been to medieval times,
Yes, I've been to medieval times in Chicago as well as in LA.
I ate half a rotisserie chicken. I ate the whole
Mhm.
thing. So
And you
it
didn't give it
was
to a dog.
no, I ate the whole thing.
Oh,
You know,
I'm just making sure you didn't give it to a dog.
not no, not that time. That's my dad. My dad does that.
Right.
No,
Oh, that's
I
so
was the
funny.
dog. I was the dog.
No,
It
medieval times does have really good food, though. They
was
do.
so fun.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite travel experiences, and it was within Canada. It was just such a simple trip, and
I
but it
didn't
was a
know
lot of fun.
medieval times was in Canada, but
Yeah,
that's so
Toronto.
cool. I love that, yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've been to the castle in Schaumburg, Illinois, and the castle in Buena Park, California. So,
right.
yeah,
Very
because they
cool.
each have one. And, the last I have been to Canada. The last time
Yes.
the last time I was in Canada, I was 10 years old. So it's
Wow.
been a minute. But I was 10. It was like a family trip, and I remember we went up to Toronto and, like, Quebec, that area, like,
Mm.
all around there. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've been there a
Niagara
few
Falls.
times. Oh yeah.
Niagara
Yeah.
Falls, yeah.
And like Canada's a huge country, so and even
Yes.
just like the province of Ontario is massive. Like when you think about just the land mass, right? So that's cool
Yeah.
that you've been. I remember you mentioning that Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Niagara Falls. Like speaking of that, like there's like my I went to visit a few years ago with my mom and my sister, and I don't know if you ever went to the arcade. It like we
I
went.
don't remember.
Oh
It was
gosh.
so long ago.
So it's a thing now, like apparently, like on
I'm
TikTok and
sure
stuff.
we have videos on VHS somewhere.
But we went during like Christmas time. So it was kind of like not super busy, but busy, but
Okay.
like not
Yeah.
like the summer. The summer it gets super busy, but the arcade, no one there. It was like the most liminal space, and all the machines were on. And
Oh.
so we were like walked through, and we were like apparently it's like a thing like that, like it is very much a liminal space that people talk about on TikTok and stuff. So yeah, there's like an arcade, and it's like you walk through, there's no one there. It's
Oh my
empty.
gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I would like us to go to the colorful water park that has our future sponsor.
it's I sent Heather a TikTok. Like I've been really into dreamscapes and like water parks, like beautiful pastel colored water parks that just look warm and inviting. Some people get creeped out by those places. Like I personally vibe, and one of them had a Dutch Brothers like in the middle of it. Like you're floating down this beautiful, lazy river, and has like a Dutch Brothers. And I was
I
like,
love
ah,
that.
Heather,
I love
we'll
that.
meet. That's where we'll meet in our dreamscape.
Yes. But I mean, it looked like a world for unicorns, not creepy. Like the ones that where it's like dark and
Dark water and like
yeah, like those are creepy, but that one was nothing like that. It looked like there
no,
was gonna be a unicorn that could float by or something.
it's
So,
beautiful.
yeah. I
I
love that.
I'm like whenever I see them on my FYP, I'm like, ah, yes, like, settle in for the night.
Okay. So next up, we're talking about our favorites. And Ron also says that he tutors his grandkids.
In
Well,
math, I imagine.
yes, I would imagine in math. You could we could have used your help, Ron. Once
Where were
upon a
you,
time. I
Ron?
know. It's like you should have been in our lives at that time.
You are
Okay,
now. That's
so
what matters.
favorites, color,
Pink,
pink, pink like the microphone.
pink like my shirt.
Yes. Animal,
Ooh, dogs,
definitely dogs, specifically chihuahuas, at least for me.
chihuahuas.
It'll probably be labs for you.
I like all
Um,
dogs, but I'm sure I'll have a preference.
I'm sure you will. Music.
Like very eclectic. It's all over the place. Like top 40, I love, but I love oldies. I also love pop. I also love rock. I kind of bounce around. Oh, I also really like specifically 90s country. Like very specifically, like the
That is a
Shania, the
niche.
Garth
Yeah.
Brooks, like the yeah. I grew up on it. So I like it. That was really hard for me to answer.
But, I do feel like the country back then was better than the country now.
So good. It was so good that I don't listen to country now. Like I don't listen to updated. Like I don't know what's out there.
Yeah.
So I can't say, but I'm always like, hey, play 90s country. Like that's
There
when
you
I get
go.
into my
Yeah.
car. Yeah.
Enjoy your rodeo.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I would say very eclectic as well. Pop, top 40 music. But also it's like if you were to put a playlist on of my music, it's like you could have a Disney themed song, something from like a Disney movie, like Part of Your World from Ariel singing that with The Little Mermaid. And then the next song you're going to have uh you're going to have like Eminem swearing at you. So it's like
My yeah. It's
it's
all
going to be
well. I
everything, a little bit of
what
everything.
I had a boyfriend who would tease me because Mary Poppins soundtrack would come on like randomly in my car, and I'd be like, spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Like, or like, so like this isn't Disney, but like the song from Anastasia, like the animated
Oh, yeah,
Anastasia,
yeah, yeah.
it's been like the in the dark of the night, evil will find her. That's been going viral on TikTok recently. I love that song too. Like,
Hey, it works. Whatever makes you happy. Yeah, I mean, if I'm in, like, an upbeat mood, it's gonna be, like, a happy kind of, Disney-esque kinda song, but, it's like, for example, on Friday when it was snowing, I was like, "Oh, this is moody weather, it's moody music. It is time for the Twilight Saga."
oh yeah.
Like, that's when you put that music on, it's like, "I have to put on the Twilight soundtrack."
It just depends.
So
I'd agree. It's all
yeah.
over the place for me.
Mhm. Okay, movie. Favorite
The
movie.
orig- the original Jurassic Park. I love that
That
movie.
is a
It is,
classic.
and it came out the year I was born. So like I feel like there's something connected there. So it's so good.
You
Like
were
it's just
born with the
with
dinosaurs.
the dinosaurs. Yeah. So what about
So
you?
maybe you weren't born, maybe you were hatched.
I was hatched. My mom can say my mom will attest to that. I was hatched.
For me, Legally Blonde.
Oh,
That
it's
will
so
always
good
be
too.
my signature movie, like, I love it. I could just, like, leave it on, and it's like a comfort movie for me, like,
Oh, I love that movie too. It's so good.
yes, Legally Blonde.
Perfect day.
It goes with the pink. TV show.
Um, so like my comfort shows are like reality TV. I love Jersey Shore. Like love
I'm
Jersey
so
Shore.
sad that they canceled it.
Oh yeah, like they canceled it?
Yes.
Like the
Jersey
family
Shore
vacation?
Family Vacation. The
I
season
guess
that's
that makes
coming
sense.
out in
Oh
May,
wow.
it's the last one, but it wasn't the cast decision. It
Right.
was
It was
MTV's decision
network.
because Well, I mean, they're owned by Paramount, and Paramount itself has kind of been bought out by some not so great stuff lately. Like, they're,
Mm,
you know, bye-bye 60 Minutes, bye-bye Stephen Colbert, bye-bye,
wow.
like, all the good stuff, basically. So
Yeah, that's sad. But like I love like the original seasons too. Like I never got into the family vacation. I only watched a few episodes, so I don't know much. But that is sad. That's like an end of an era.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Totally.
What about
1000%. But
you?
the originals are so good too. It takes you back to, like, a nostalgic time.
I was in high school. Like I was just like when it ended, I was like an adult. Like I just was like so it took me through like my years of high school. Like
Right.
which is
It was
like
like,
when you think about it, like, oh gosh. Like
Oh, that's so funny. I feel like there's something magical about that time, like, when you're going from high school and entering into adulthood, because my favorite TV show aligns in that same era for me, and that would have to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I figured that would be yours.
All-time favorite. All-time
Yeah,
favorite.
it is good. It is
It
very
is,
good. We've talked about
you
doing
know?
Buffy marathons, Stranger Thing marathons. Maybe we'll do episodes on, with a recap of them, right?
We might be able to incorporate some spiritual themes from those shows, because there are spiritual themes within those shows.
Oh, there are. Absolutely.
For sure.
Um, Ron comments, he said, no Princess Bride. That is a good one too, Ron. That is a good one too.
That
So his
is a good
favorite,
one. Yeah,
I
Princess Bride
agree.
is a really good one,
As you
for
wish.
sure.
As you wish. He doesn't like the singing episode of Buffy.
Oh, the singing episode. That that one, it is kind of one where it's like you either love it or hate it kind of a thing. So,
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd
because
agree.
there are some people who, like, they swear on that episode. That was in season 6, and season 6 in general, like, I mean, I would prefer the musical over the rest of the season, but season 6 for me, it didn't do it for me. It was very dark and very depressing to me, so it was not my favorite season. I felt like
That's
Buffy was
fair.
doing things that was, like, out of character for her. Like, it was just, yeah, it was just, eh, not my favorite season.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh.
I would say if we're talking seasons of Buffy, my top 2 favorite seasons of Buffy would have to be 2 and 3. Those were
I'd
top
agree.
tier. Yeah.
And that's like a lot of shows. They really pick up in that like I feel like season 2 and season 3 for me as well. It just kind of makes sense. You get into the storylines, it's like the meat and potatoes of
Yeah,
the show. Yeah.
it really is. Yeah, those were the best 2 seasons by far. Okay, favorite singer or band?
That this one I couldn't answer. It was really hard for me. But like I know my like Apple Music Wrapped last year told me my top artists were Lana Del Rey, which I was not expecting. A Moody I have a Cancer rising, so I
You
guess
needed to
that makes sense.
cry.
Um Orville Peck. Have you ever heard of Orville Peck?
No.
He is wonderful, like kind of like old time country, but like with a poppy kind of twist. I went to go
Oh,
see him a few years ago, but he is amazing. I think he's from South Africa. I could be wrong, but I went to go see him a few years ago. Sabrina Carpenter was in my top, and then
she's
Chapel
good. She's
Roan,
fun.
and then Chapel Roan was
Okay.
in my top artists as well. So
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they're my favorite. They're just who I really listened to a lot last year.
I
So
think I already know who's gonna be number 1 for you for 2026.
who do you think?
Tarot Tales.
1000% every week.
It's true, Tarot
And that
Tales.
and Lori Rivers podcast too. Like
Yes, yes. All the podcasts are gonna be taking over the music. Ron says Moody Blues and Michael Stanley Band. All
Okay.
right.
Thank
Very
you,
nice.
Ron. There's a theme
Nice
there for sure. The
choices.
Moody Blues.
Yeah. Well, I feel like mine is pretty obvious because I have mentioned it many, many times, and I first met them, like, literally before the turn of a century because I am that old and they are that old. But 98 Degrees,
Oh yeah, of
98
course.
Degrees, they will always be number 1. Always the go-to. Favorite
Of
actor?
course they are. Ooh, okay, this was hard for me. Tim Curry. I love Tim Curry.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he does a lot of voice work. He was in a lot of the Barbie movies. He was like one of the villains. Like he just does
Oh,
really
okay.
good. He's really talented. He was also the original It, like in that original like
I did not
series.
know that. Hmm.
Range. I just think his voice is just like chef's kiss. I just think he's great. What about you?
This one's a hard one to answer because there are so many good ones, but I'm going to have to go with somebody who is no longer with us, but forever in our hearts and forever hilarious. Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. He's definitely one of those comedians, actors who has had a huge effect on people.
Right.
I agree.
It's
Hmm.
like he just like marks all those childhood boxes, Mrs. Doubtfire and Hook and just so many good movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's oh, pulled at my heartstrings, that one.
I know. And lately, I don't know who this guy is. There's this guy on TikTok, and he comes on my FYP a lot, and he does these Robin Williams impressions, and I swear you would think he was him.
Oh wow.
Not just in how he sounds, but you can like, his eyes. Like, he looks like he has Robin's eyes.
No. Oh, yeah,
So,
you'll have to send me a video. I'd like to see that.
I will. I'll send you one. Maybe there might have been one where he was actually talking about Jurassic Park as Robin Williams, which I know is weird, makes no sense, but if I can find that one, I'll send it to you.
My favorite, okay, it's like a meme of like, the welcome to Jurassic Park. And it's like a recorder. Do, 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 do. Have you seen that?
Right.
So good. Instead of like the classic music, do, do. That's one of my favorite memes.
Oh, that is funny. Favorite actress?
Toni Collette. I love her. Toni Collette.
Toni Collette.
She's like in Little Miss Sunshine. She's the mom in that. She was in Muriel's
Oh,
Wedding.
okay.
She's like kind
Okay.
of in a lot of things. I also, who else do I really like? There's someone else. They're kind of in everything. What's her name? Allison Janney. She's in that
Mm,
that show you like with Anna Faris.
mom, yeah.
Yeah, I love
I like that
Allison
show
Janney
because
too.
it's like for those of you who don't know, watching Mom is like watching the alcoholic version of Me and My Mom because we are not alcoholics, but the relationship between Allison Janney and Anna Faris, it reminds me of me and my own mother in a lot of
Mhm.
ways.
Yeah, the dynamic there.
Yes, for sure. Just the non-alcoholic version. Um, for me, kind of piggybacking on my favorite TV show, I have to go with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay.
She's a phenomenal actress. I mean, not just in Buffy, but, there was Cruel Intentions and there was The Grudge, and even before all that, there was All My Children and I Know What You Did Last Summer, like, so many, like, classic things that she's
Well,
done,
I feel like she's
so
very aligned with like your like the age group you were, and like
right.
yeah, I feel like
Very
the
much the
coming of age,
Zennials.
like yeah,
Yeah, we were coming of age, right? That's kinda where the name millennials come from. It's because the beginning of the millennial generation, we were coming of age at the millennium. That's where it comes
absolutely.
from. So,
Yeah. No, that makes
yeah.
sense.
Favorite book?
I really love like audiobooks. I don't really have a favorite one, but the one I used the most throughout my life probably would be I have a book, it's called actually it's right here, I'll get it. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Tarot. And I'm gonna grab it
Ooh,
here. But you can see I carried this around when I first started reading tarot. I carried this around for like 4 years. Look at it. The back is all busted. It's like so,
it's well
but
loved.
but I like it's like the tarot. It's kind of like um it gives you interpretations of the cards, like the history of the cards, and I love it. It's one of my favorite books. So I use that quite a bit. I don't really use it anymore, but I'd say it's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love that. For me, um, I'm gonna have to go with, and this is gonna sound interesting because we're we're not, conservative Christians or anything here around here. Obviously, we do tarot, we do astrology, we do a lot of woo-woo things, but we do love Jesus. There's a difference between the kind of crazy religious cult Christian stuff, and then there's, like, Jesus himself, which is all love, right? And, long before I got into this stuff, one book that has really impacted my life because I love the way she wrote it, I love how practical it is and how much I've been able to use it in my own life, and there are biblical truths within it. You can cite Bible verses in it and everything, and that would have to be Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer.
Interesting. Okay, I'll write
I
that down.
love that
Battlefield
book,
of
yeah.
Mind.
'Cause, like, I mean, it really, because it kind of is about, like, that battle that we do have in our own mind. In a lot of ways, we are our own worst enemy in a sense. So it really kinda helps you, get through a lot of just simply what we have going on up in our own heads. And, it's meant to empower you and uplift you. So, and it does it in, like, a very practical way. Like, one thing that I always really liked about Joyce Meyer is, um, she has never been the kind of person to deliver things, um, like like for example, if you look at, like, Joel Osteen, he's very, um, very, like, "Oh, you're gonna have all these wonderful things happen in your life." Like, he's always like, what kind of gospel is that? It's like the abundance gospel or whatever it is that he's always using. I'm not saying you can't have those things, but Joyce Meyer doesn't deliver it in the same way. She's very practical about it. She's very like, this is how you apply this in everyday life, not just like, oh, you can claim this, like high vibes only kind of thing. It's not just high vibes only, it's practical and it's grounded. So that's why I really
Mm.
like it.
Yeah, it gives you that kind of that grounded, practical advice to make good decisions and decisions that are aligned, rather than just like a hope and a prayer kind of thing. It's like you have
Right.
that grounded
You're not just, like,
advice.
wishing on a star kind of a thing. It's not
Yeah,
just, like, setting an intention and praying it comes true. It's not like that. It's like, here are practical steps, ways you can really work through things and process things to improve your life. So,
right.
that's why I really like that book. It's still an all-time classic for me.
Hmm.
Favorite perfume?
I really like I my signature scent is called Choco Musk. Um and it smells like warm chocolate, vanilla, marshmallows. It's super cozy. It's like sweet. It's a gourmand.
That is
And
not what I was expecting from that name.
right? Choco musk, right? Like, but
Yeah.
it smells like a dessert. Like it just smells, and it's not. I get so many compliments on it, like from like if I go out in public and I've put it on, people are always like, "Hey, like what are you wearing? Like that smells amazing." So,
Yeah.
and it's on Amazon, and it's like $10, 10, $15. So Choco musk.
Wow.
It went viral on TikTok. That's how I came across it. So,
Of course, of course. I'm sure it's on TikTok Shop then.
oh, I wouldn't know, but you
Right?
probably.
I have seen some wild ads on TikTok Shop lately for perfumes where it's like the bottles, the way that they decorate it and everything, they like do it in like ice cream cones and they make it look like it's a dessert. I'm sure it
Cute.
smells that way too. So I'm like, okay. For me, I have to go with a classic. And if I can get my hands on it, I will gladly take a refill bottle of it. And that would be Fantasy by Britney.
Oh, I had that one. It was
Yeah,
so
that's a
beautiful.
good smell.
And I had Curious too. I had
Yeah,
Curious by her.
Curious is good as well. I had Curious also, but if I had to choose between Curious and Fantasy, I'd have to go with Fantasy.
I'd agree. Like, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Favorite clothing brand?
Again, this is one I don't like. I don't think I have one, but I lean more into natural fabrics. Like that's kind of what I like. Anything that
Mm,
feels good on the skin, cotton, linen, so anything that breathes and like is like feels good. So that could be anywhere really, as long as they have like they're not,
yeah.
made of, but a lot of our clothes unfortunately are made of polyester these days. A lot of them are made of nylon or spandex, but anything that feels good, but that's kind of just the world we live in right now. But
Yeah.
I do try to steer towards natural fabrics.
I'm gonna have to go with I feel like this answer has changed over the years, just with so many different choices. I would say probably a more recent updated answer to this question would probably be and I'm gonna shout out a small business here because they are a
Mm,
small business here to Golden, Colorado. You can find their shop in Golden, Colorado. You can also order from them online. This is not sponsored. I just love their clothes because 'cause they're comfy and they're cute. Yo, Colorado. So they
good to
make really good
know.
clothes. They kind of have, like, this retro Colorado vibe to it. So, there are some, like, retro-inspired looks, but they currently have a deal going on with Coors right now where you can get, like, Coors branded stuff, and, like, their hoodies and their sweatshirts are so soft and so comfy, and, I could just live in their hoodies and sweatshirts forever. So, yo, Colorado.
Good to know.
Mhm. Favorite food?
Ooh, it's like I really like. It's a toss up between like Japanese and Chinese food. Those are my two favorites, I'd say.
What is the difference
Well,
exactly?
Japanese food, it's more so, depending on what you're talking about too, because there's like traditional food. But I really like Japanese is more focused on kind of like the fresh fish, the sushi, like bento boxes, teriyaki, that sort of thing. Whereas like Chinese food, depending on if you're talking about traditional Chinese food or like, Americanized or like westernized Chinese food. There's like the ginger beef, the rice, the whatever, like the mixed vegetables. But again, there's some nuances in that, but I like both of them. But there's huge differences between the both, I'd say. But some crossover for sure.
Okay,
Hmm.
very cool. Um, I have, like, 2 main favorite types as well. I would have to go with Mexican and Italian,
Okay.
both very good, and if we're talking Mexican, I mean, like the street tacos that you get in LA, not Taco Bell crap.
I love Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, but I love authentic food too. I
Yes,
love like the authentic, like yeah,
I prefer the authentic Mexican food, not the Americanized version of it. So,
yeah.
authentic Mexican food. Once again, I feel like that comes out of my time in LA because that stuff is everywhere basically. You can't ignore it and it's so good. It is devastating that that's not anywhere around me now.
Mm.
So
But there's other
definitely
things.
yeah, there's other things, of course.
Mhm.
Like the Denver Biscuit Company, that's really good if you want like a really amazing cinnamon roll, for example. Chef's kiss. Um,
Mhm.
anyways, but yes, authentic Mexican food and also Italian food because I love pasta. Like who doesn't
Oh,
want some filling pasta, you know?
not my thing. I like it, but it makes my stomach, it's like too heavy. So like, and same with
Yeah.
yeah, like I find it just too heavy, but like I like the taste. Don't get me wrong. Like I like eating it. It's good.
It's
It just
especially
sits
good like
funny.
on a cold winter day or something like that, you know. Get some like
Yeah.
rigatoni pasta or something.
Yeah.
Yum. Favorite holiday?
Christmas. It just feels magical. And I love being with family.
I agree. Christmas 100%. I know a lot of like woo woo people will automatically choose, oh, Halloween. And I do enjoy
I
Halloween.
like
Halloween
it.
is fun, but Christmas is a million times better.
I enjoy Halloween too, but like I think Christmas is more aligned with what I enjoy for sure.
Yes. Yes, it's
Mhm.
magical. I feel like it's more colorful. It just surrounds you with everything. The decorations, the lights, the music, the Hallmark movies. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
And Mariah
it is.
Carey, she's everywhere.
She owns Christmas. She
She
owns
is.
it.
She's the queen. Favorite season?
I'd say it used to be summer, but since I've moved to a place where it is unbearably humid and hot during the summer, I'd say late spring when everything's
Okay,
blooming. The weather's perfect. It feels like a fresh start. That's what my favorite is.
I love that.
Hmm.
When I was younger, I used to be a summer person as well, but thanks to climate change, I don't really like it so much anymore. It just,
Very
when it gets
hot.
hot, it's just too unbearable. And it's like, "Oh, when will it end?" It just feels like you're stuck in hell. Um, so I would say, like, I mean, this it's kind of a crossover season. I like the Burr months. So give
Yeah,
me, like, September to December. So it's, like, fall through, like, early winter.
right.
When it's still, like, magical from Christmas. So give me the Burr months because there's so much, like, magic and wonder happening. Like, obviously, there's Christmas, we already mentioned that, but then there's Thanksgiving, there's Halloween, there's my birthday before Halloween, and it's like there's all those things happening at once. You have, like, all the pumpkin spice stuff comes back, you start getting into cozy season, you're coming out of the heat. So that would be my favorite time of the year.
That makes sense. Yeah, especially with it was around the time you were born. I know that you really like it makes sense that it's like a range for you, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, and Ron
Yeah.
says that I think his favorite holiday is Christmas for the tradition. So we have one of
Yes,
our
there are a lot of great traditions around Christmas for sure. I love
mhm,
that. Favorite smell?
vanilla. I love vanilla. Like anything vanilla flavored. And I think it's just because it's like to me, it's like not offensive. It's like it's not
Yeah.
sickeningly sweet. And it's just like, oh, like I just love the smell. What about you?
I love the smell of fresh baked cookies.
Oh, chocolate chip.
Yeah, chocolate chip, I mean, it could be just about any cookie, just
As long as they're good.
yeah, just be baking something. I just wanna come home and smell like baked cookies and be just like, "Ooh, it's all cozy in here." Maybe that's a part of the Burr month vibes thing too, I don't know.
I'd agree.
But just like yeah, just like be
Cozy.
baking
Like,
something cozy in the
yeah.
kitchen kind of vibe.
Mhm.
And finally, our last favorite question is, what is your favorite restaurant?
I
This
think
is a
it's a
hard
place.
one.
Yeah, because like I love so many places for different reasons.
Yes,
Um,
exactly.
but a place called Bonsai in my hometown. It's Japanese food. I basically like I lived
I was gonna
right
say,
down
are
the
there
road.
bonsai trees?
Yeah, inside there was. I'm pretty sure they had them as decorations, and I believe it was like the owner was Japanese, and I basically lived there. Like I lived down the street, so I'd walk over after a late night of marking or whatever, and get like a bento box or whatever. And the owner used to call me his best customer. Like I had like stamp cards, and then I'd always get like a like they had like, oh, each time you visit get a stamp, and I had so many of them.
Oh,
Like
there you go. Yeah.
yeah, that was one of my favorite places. So, what about you?
Oh, man. This is a really hard one because there are so many good places. Um, I am actually this is cheating a little bit here, but I'm gonna pick a top 3 because I'm gonna assign one to each place that I've lived. So, if we're starting in Chicago, where I was born and raised, we're going with Lou Malnati's for the pizza.
Ooh,
I mean,
Chicago pizza. Mm.
yeah, it doesn't get any better than Lou Malnati's. I mean, I wish I could order me up some Lou Malnati's here,
Mm.
but definitely Lou Malnati's. In LA, One of my favorite restaurants there that I went to all the time was Casa Vega in the Valley.
Okay.
So good, authentic Mexican food, very popular place, always just, like, so delicious, so good. Um, they also really did it up really good with Christmas decorations during the holidays. So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fun.
Casa Vega. And then here in Denver, Denver's been kinda tricky because they don't necessarily have, like, what I would call a major food scene, um, but I feel like one place that is fun to go here that kinda has a little bit of everything is actually the Golden Mill. And the
Mm.
Golden Mill, um, it's almost kind of like a food hall in a sense. So you can go to, like, multiple different places. Like, there's, like, a place for, like, chicken and burgers in there. There's a place for tacos. You get, like, a little card that you can put money on, and you can just, like, swipe it to go get your own beer, go get your own wine, whatever it is. It's like a really good social spot. So,
Mm. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I love
yeah.
hearing about all three places.
So,
Mm.
those are our favorites, and
Yeah.
we've been on even later today than we normally have with all of this, which I'm surprised by. Um, I am going to very, very quickly drop our, uh, our live payment link in the chat as we wrap things up here because we have one final question, especially for everybody here as we are wrapping things up. If you're interested in getting a reading with me and Kelsey today, they are $20. And there is the link there in the chat for a live reading. Also, the same link is in the description. Um, but yeah, if you're interested in that, the dance floor is open if you're interested in one. Um, but otherwise, as we close out, with that being said, our wrap up question is what little bit of magic are you being invited to follow right now?
So we covered that in our cosmic check-in.
Was it?
So it, yeah,
Did we have a wrap up question? I'm like looking at the notes here. I'm like, it says wrap up question.
I
Maybe I
think we
was
already
wrong on
covered
that.
that. I think we decided it would be the cosmic check-in, and then it might
Oh,
like it
okay.
might not have been updated. But hey, circling
If you're,
back to the cosmic
yes,
check-in.
if you're new, maybe if you just popped in now and you weren't here for
Mhm.
the cosmic check-in, feel free to answer that question now. What little bit of magic are you being invited to follow right now?
Yeah, a
Um,
little recap.
yeah, because it's still a good question. It's still a valid question, and especially if you didn't have the chance to answer it earlier or you weren't here to hear that question earlier, we are revisiting that one more time as we are winding down because that is what we have for our sparkles, side quests, and speed round questions, which was a lot, but it was also a lot of fun. It was very just kind of lightweight, a good opportunity for you guys to get to know us a little bit better in kind of a fun way. And we've had fun getting to know you. Thank you, Ron, for participating in some of the questions. We love hearing back from you guys. And if you're listening on any of the other streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, any of those, if you're on Spotify, for example, drop a comment with some of the answers to these questions so we can get to know you a little bit better. If you're listening on one of the other platforms, send it over to us on social media. You can circle back here to this YouTube video if you want and leave it in the comments even after the live is over. But yeah, this is a space to be interactive. We're not just answering this for us, but we would love to hear from you and we would love to hear some of your answers to these questions too.
Absolutely, it was so much fun. Like I said, I'd look forward to seeing in the comments if you want to answer those questions. And I also just want to say how grateful I am for this space, right? For the conversations that we're able to have, and for all of you who are part of this. Thank you, and
Yes.
you know, we appreciate you.
I agree completely. And, um, Tarot Tales will be taking a small break throughout the month of May, because Kelsey, we're sending her off onto marital bliss. Yay!
Woo! Get married.
Yes. But we will be back on June 3rd, which is a Wednesday. So we will be back to our same bat time, same bat channel, same all that kind of stuff on June 3rd. However, there is some good news in the interim. Tarot Tales is not going away completely. I myself, just me, myself, and I'm going to try and make sure that I come back to give you guys some bonus episodes. They're not gonna be as
Mhm.
long as our normal ones because obviously my delightful co-host will be here with me. But I'm gonna try and come on when I can on a Wednesday if I'm available to still bring you guys a card pull for the week and the astrology for the week. And if I have anything else to bring you guys, I'll bring that too. But those are the main two things I will bring you if I come on a Wednesday. It's gonna be for astrology and a card pull, and we'll see if there's anything else. But it'll still be same time, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern time, because I do want to keep that consistent in case anyone does show up for that.
Absolutely. And Ron says, sounds good.
Yes. So either way, I will keep you guys posted. I was kind of I was kind of thinking about if I come on next week. I do have an idea of what I could do. Um, I might do, like, a pick a card with you guys. We'll do, like, a little pick a card thing. Like, I could have you guys, like, pick a crystal. Do you want this rose quartz dragonfly? Do you want this clear quartz dog? Like, pick a crystal, and I'll tell you what you need to know. So, we'll see. We'll see. So, still brainstorming the ideas.
Of course, right? And I appreciate you kind of taking over this period of time and on your own time too. So I appreciate that. And I'll be listening and consuming the podcast as a viewer. So when I'm away.
Yeah,
So I
yeah. Well,
appreciate that.
we will miss you regardless because you are a major part of this show and you bring so much to it with your own clarity and insight and all of the hard work and preparation that you put into it. So you are
It's a
going to
team
be missed
effort,
for the
that's
next
for
month.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I guess if that is it, you guys, we have been on for a while. And truth be told, my phone is kind of like, hmm.
Mine is hot. It's doing
Yeah.
that thing when it returns to normal temperature, it'll charge. So
Oh, yeah, mine has
yeah,
mine has already given me the warning. It's like, "Okay, you're down to 20% now." So it's like, "Okay." Yeah.
it'll just
So,
cut out whenever it wants. So we have been talking for almost like how long? Over 3 hours. So
yeah, I know. This has been a longer episode than normal, which is funny because it was such like a much more lighthearted topic.
I feel like
But
when you give us freedom to talk about what we like, though, like that, I feel like that
yeah,
makes sense.
we just run with it. But that's okay.
Yeah,
We're going out on our season 1 finale with a bang, you know?
yeah,
So it's
one
plenty
thousand
for people
percent.
to consume in the meantime. And like I said, I'll pop in and see what I can do in the meantime over the next month. So we'll play it by ear with
Yeah,
that.
perfect.
But yeah, if that's about it, you guys, I think we're gonna wind things up here
Mhm.
and head on out. Give our phones a break, a moment to recuperate. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, hanging out with us here, and we will be back June 3rd. So mark your calendars now.
June 3rd. Mark your calendars, and thank you so much for being here. And I'm excited to come back.
Yes. Season 2, June 3rd. And if there's anything that you guys want to see specifically or want us to talk about or want to know in the new season, drop us messages, email, whatever it is that you want to do. Reach out to us and let us know because at the end of the day, we're doing this for you guys to be of support and encouragement to you. So if there's a specific way that we can do that here on Tarot Tales, let us know.
We want to hear from you. All right.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, we're going to wrap things up here. We'll see you in June.
See you
Bye,
in
guys.
June. Bye.